shit too to let.
It says
once
it
gets
started
cool outside.
over
Prepare to
there.
share broadcast link.
We'll do, maybe like,
Huh? Just
we'll currently do 15, but you get that bonus.
well, that's
Okay,
that's
plus
recording.
2.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you put some stats
I'm
in
gonna refresh this page.
Well, I can't right now. I'm level 1. I mean,
when you made your character.
yeah, wisdom's my highest stat. It's only a plus 2 because it's
Yeah.
15.
Oh,
I'm
there's
not bad.
2.
I think I am gonna take that skill
Like
feat at level
this?
4.
Is it a
Perceptive.
different page now?
Perceptive, yeah.
Do you observe it?
No, it's one of the
No,
ones
it's a
in
skill feat UA.
Oh,
from UA that she's letting me take. That,
It
Where's
is
your
a-
bag?
It'll.
We need our stuff.
I forgot to grab yours.
I'll get it for you, or Ben will get it.
Oh,
Can you
so-
grab the yellow
Did you bring
folder?
the clipboards?
I did.
Yeah,
I thought I
you
put
brought
them
2
Oh, okay. Because that would be helpful in this.
Yeah.
with that.
setup.
Where's the clip?
Where do you remember what you put them in?
I set them down.
Where's the in?
Oh,
where's
they're
the-
behind. They're over there. No, right in front of you, Ben. 2
On the
clipboards.
table. Thank you,
There's one
Ben.
clipboard.
I have the other one. Let me do.
Well, if you
I don't need it because I realized I have the book.
can you put this back, please? Thank you.
What is going on?
And we have this. And
Ah!
Why is Eric like trans?
There's like 5 Erics. I don't understand.
See, it looked really good right here. Remember when it was
It's
right
trying
here?
to do like it looks like it's trying to do panorama
Remember when
and
it was on
Close the
my
blinds?
thing?
no, it's not that. It looks like it's trying to do panorama and the rotate version
What if we did
at
this?
the same time. It's not. It has nothing to do with the camera. I mean, it does have stuff to do with the camera,
but
but
not the position.
yeah, it's like
The settings more so than position.
yeah.
If you
Like,
try
can you
turning
guys?
it off and
When you
on
guys
again.
try and go to the page on your phone and see if it's doing it, if it's just my thing that's playing back weird.
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah, you go to my YouTube channel and it should.
Hi, people on Marcos' YouTube channel. All 5 of me.
I'm hoping it's just a thing, cause my netbook plays things weird sometimes
Bless
anyway.
you.
That felt funny.
Is it Marcos
Like,
Games,
ha-ha,
all one
or
word?
like clown
Yeah,
touch
actually, let
you
me.
in a weird place.
No, there's
Clown touched the braid through
Yes,
my
thank you.
nose.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's
So
why I
are there
sneezed.
like cups? So
the cups would be in the top. No, the one over here near
Facing
me.
us.
Facing the one towards us.
Are we
Facing
going
us.
to?
No, the
Yeah.
the one
towards us,
over the
that
sink.
one,
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it working?
Working.
Weird marks.
No. Okay, so
That's just.
do you recommend I
This
just
is
get a
this is
mug?
funky because I'm like
Pardon?
thrown off my head.
Marcos, do you recommend I just get a mug?
Oh yeah, that's real.
doesn't
weird.
matter. All right, so it's working. Good. It's just my
I think
end
he has
that's
filtered
fucking
water
up,
in the
which is
fridge.
great.
Yeah,
At least for
everyone's
me.
actually pretty.
Clear.
That's
Yeah.
actually really good quality considering.
Yeah,
Do we want to face the main camera towards that? Does that even matter?
It doesn't matter because you can look wherever you want.
But does
Yeah,
it? And
you
do I
can
go
see the
invisible
map,
at any
so-
point?
No, there's a seam, but
Eric,
you'd
We'll
only
see,
go.
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see because it's
360
It's
this
like
is
a-
this is past us.
it's like a
See
10-second lag.
everything.
Yeah, you do have a funky long arm.
And then
There
there's
is
this
a seam like right at the middle of the mat for
That'll work.
human reasoning,
That
but
works.
But it's hard to see. Like don't like it's
Only
not.
if, like when his hand was across it did I see the seam.
Yeah,
yeah.
but this is
Nice.
cool. I like this.
I can't.
No,
let
I
it
mean like because we
touch
were
my
talking about it on
thing
the way
still,
here
but
because I was thinking like
I like water.
doing it through your 360 would actually be pretty neat. And then I was thinking, you know, like those IKEA coat racks, like just the simple like PVC pipe bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Just having one of those and setting it low and just boop, camera right on the mat.
Yeah, I don't. Can you turn it upside down?
What, like that?
No, like you can't rotate the viewing angle because we can't. I can't hang that upside down.
No, well not for the.
No, not that, but a separate camera.
If you wanted a just standstill of the map.
But you
where it
can't do
popped
that on
up.
YouTube.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could. I'd have to do OBS and make like a different scene for it and stuff.
Have you said
That's
hi
all.
to the people watching?
I don't think there's anybody watching yet. I'm gonna tweet it out
Great.
though.
There's me. And I'm here.
So,
Oh,
so
if I brought my little glasses
Just
thing, I
remember,
could really look at
as
it.
we're
funny.
playing, everyone is judging us.
Yeah, really.
I
This is
have-
great. First time I'm running a
I have one of
module,
those.
and he's putting it on
Yeah,
the
if you
internet.
cross your eyes though, it's all 3D. This is fun.
Don't worry, people online are really nice.
Right, Ben, they are.
Ow, my eyes.
Oh, do you know how to cross your
Does
eyes?
smiling hurt?
Yeah, a little bit.
Kinda.
Just
That's funny.
Spencer.
Are you trying to cross your eyes?
Spencer,
It hurts.
put both of your eyes at your nose.
I
It's
know. I used
It's
to
like
be
I'm
able
really
to do
there.
See, ready?
Oh my god, everything's in 3D now.
What?
I used to, I don't know, I haven't done it in like years, but I used to cross my eyes and then I can move this one on its own.
Like you was just doing.
Like that, yeah. But I haven't done it in forever and I don't really.
It's so
personally
weird
wanna try
still
it.
hearing us from
I know, it's like echoes from the
It's
past.
also
10
nice.
second ago me is like really annoying.
10 seconds.
I don't know. It's like on the
Fuck is
stream,
that
I
doing?
sound so whiny
it's the
and like I'm
Google Card.
complaining
I
all
I
the
actually have one of
time.
those things at home.
God!
Because my dad got the entire family them.
Oh wow.
But they're only like 12 bucks. Instead of the cardboard.
You guys can all
ones,
totally hear the spoopy music, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can totally hear it.
Yeah, it's like max
There's
level
coasters
spooky.
over here if you want one.
It's at least at max level.
On Tuesday next week, if you remind me, I can actually bring that speaker that I have, if you want.
Yes.
It does pretty well, and it lasts like the entire night. Because I remember it died like as we were wrapping up.
Did restarting not help your computer?
No, it did.
Okay.
That's how we're playing.
Oh. Well, there you go. The number one tip when fixing electronics is
Turning it
turning
off
then
and on again.
That's the number one thing you ask people when you're 19.
Cut it.
Do a simple on-off test.
You try turning it off on again, it won't even turn on. Is it plugged in?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
The second question, the third question is the power switch on the back of your computer flipped?
Yeah.
Those are the three things you gotta cover before.
No, yeah, so I thought that for a while I thought my PS4 was my PS3 was broken and I'd have to get a PS4. But it turns out that the splitter that I use, because you have to run it through a splitter if you want to catch footage of a PS3, needs to be plugged in, and I thought it was because when you plug the HDMI cable into it, a red light pops up on the thing, regardless of if it's plugged in or not. So I see that red light, and I'm like,
telling me about that.
yeah, it must be getting power because there's a light on, but apparently
Not
not.
enough to run it.
Yeah.
I have to tell you that it's
Which is
Yeah,
dumb.
yeah,
Don't
that is-
display
yeah.
anything on it if it's not plugged
that was
in.
really dumb.
So side note, so my dad got a cell phone recently, and
Wow, look at you guys just
just
blasting
going
into
Wow.
the 20th
It was-
century.
It was funny because I had to help my dad setting it up and everything, and I'm like, okay, what you have to do is you have to you have to do. He had a
Ben
Gmail
Teaching his
phone.
dad about
And so
That's
about
hilarious.
This was
technology,
the last
and he was like, okay, so you have to hook it up to your Google, your Gmail, and he's like, and I'm like, okay, what's your password for your Gmail? It's like, Gmail doesn't have a password,
What?
and I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, oh, you just type in Gmail and the mail comes up, and I was like,
Oh no.
and I'm like,
Because
no, it does have a password. Like, what did you write down? And he's like, no, you just pop it up and comes the email. And then I was like, no, like, okay, when you set it up, you gave it a password. Like, did you write it down? Did you do anything? He's like, I don't know.
Oh.
That's not the easiest to recover.
And then, so he had to recover his Gmail password, and then he's like, okay, and so he goes on to like Google Chrome, and he's trying to get onto like Yahoo or he's trying to get onto his Gmail. So he's in like Yahoo, and he's typing his Gmail email into the Yahoo thing. It's like it says I can't find it. Like, why can't it find it?
Oh,
Because
no.
he's typing into the search bar. Is the
Well, what is
email.
my password? Hey Google, what's my password?
I can't tell you that.
I can't tell you that.
Do we have any kind of minis that we could use for today? Do you have an 8-foot mini that could represent a female purple?
I'll check.
But still a medium creature.
There's the dryad.
Which I think is being painted by a coworker.
Oh,
So there's not the dryad.
there you go.
Just take your pick.
Oh, so recently my monitor for my computer started to die.
You can check.
because it's an LCD. So what happens is when they get really old, the capacitors start to fail. So
Flux?
So when you turn on your computer, it'll show you something on the screen, and then
Are
just
these
go black.
separated because
And you have
they're...
to turn
Those
the
are ones
monitor
that, like,
off and on repeatedly until it's days.
Players
So
use.
I got a really nice
you can use them
24
and
inch
just separate them just so it's a quick access.
LED monitor.
You know, the black
Pretty
ones,
awesome.
the
It has
ones I
multiple-
used.
It has different light
There's
settings.
plenty of
so that
dwarf
you're
clerics
reading.
in there.
It turns down certain light levels to make it
There's
better
the
on
one
your
he
eyes.
used.
Yeah, I think I might end up just using
Using Zarek.
I'll just pull out.
Did you see that they released Eladrin?
I'll just
Yeah,
pull out-
GIF.
For Ladrin and GIF.
What
Yeah.
the fuck's a GIF?
GIF
Gith Yankee.
are
For what?
What do
They're
they look like?
astral
Duck on
beings. They
Oh,
kind of look like
glasses.
funky elves, but not.
Okay. Because it was like...
They're like
oh,
Voldemort and an elf.
That's right. I remember seeing those in the Monster Manual.
And they,
yeah,
they,
it's check that
they
out.
made the Vorpal sword.
What was the other race?
Eladrin.
Eladrin, the high elves.
Also, I'm going to be playing as
Well, I
Zarek.
remember
But
the
like
Zarek.
really high.
I'll
So-
find
What?
them.
I said. It was stupid.
Dad, you're on the internet.
Yes, sir. Remember, everything that you do is being saved on the internet forever.
You know what I really hate? Those goddamn.
I remember I was talking...
No.
Okay,
I remember...
guys, I'm not comfortable with this campaign anymore.
PewDiePie just got in trouble.
I think it was like
Aw,
10
Alex,
years
come on.
ago or something. I was talking to one of my relatives, and
like a candle.
Or you could be
they
this
only
guy.
saw viral things online.
He's scented.
Yeah.
So they thought that everything
Everything
online
on the internet was
viral. It is
Yeah.
only
Scented
viral,
beanies.
and so it's like,
Brought to you by
no, don't post that. Like,
I'm just gonna
millions
I'll
of
use
people
him
will
for
see
now.
it. It's like,
I
no,
have-
they just don't give a shit.
Is
Is
that working?
You know how at Michael's they have that whole section of
great.
phone board stuff?
I haven't been there in a while, but I'm sure
Well,
there is.
there's like
I'll
an
believe
8
you.
by 11 page, kind of like size.
Okay, so there's him.
Yeah.
Did you get Zarek?
Yeah, or you could be this guy. I don't know. Do you have a shield? Or
Yeah, I have a shield.
Oh, okay. You'll
I mean, it's up to you. It doesn't matter.
I know. Well, actually, yeah, I'll take that guy. Because I painted him, so I have some responsibility.
Ow. My funny bone.
You want Zarek?
You could be this person.
Yeah, check
She's
Zarek.
got
You
a
might want him.
fancy headdress.
It's up to you.
Now, I'll be this guy, because
Oh, his hair's fading.
Oh,
I mean, he is getting the shit kicked out of him in that bag.
Yeah.
Do you got any Dragonborns there?
Like,
Zod.
one.
I
Maybe
put my
two.
bag. There is like a normal sized.
Is this
in
one
here
Zod?
as well?
no, Zod's the
I have
painted
3.
one. Zod's that one.
Yeah, there's.
That's not Zod.
Oh wait,
I can
no,
say
that
that this is a
one's-
very
no,
sword-shaped staff.
Is
Just
this
to
a major
throw my
World of
enemies
Warcraft?
off.
You could use the mysterious stranger. He's an easy go-to.
You could use Akmenos.
I probably will. I'm just kind of looking for him.
There was this
Oh no,
lady.
wait.
What
Look,
about
I'll
her?
be this.
And he'll be a mysterious stranger.
What about this?
Or Akmenos.
Or
I'll be that
Akmenos.
lady. She's the less.
Marcos, do you
This
want to
is
be the?
not Finn.
What about Marcos? Does Marcos want to
Sure.
be the mysterious stranger?
Yeah, that
Who's
actually
your
works for
character?
you.
Your wizard.
It's actually funny.
I'm a
The
wizard.
Dragonborn
I'm a
wizard.
The Mysterious Stranger's got a lot of use.
Yeah,
Oh, you're a
mysterious-
Dragonborn wizard. The sword kind of looks like a staff.
That's what it is.
Or does she look like she's wearing a wig and it's starting to fall off to one side?
Yeah, or she's got.
I think I'll do. I think I'll go with sword staff. I think
just-
sword staff
I'll
works.
just go with this guy.
Oh
He's
no,
got a
her
sword
hair's
and a
braided
bow.
on one half of her head.
What are you again?
Is that what
Rogue.
that is?
But I have a short sword and a short bow.
That's what that is.
Okay, these can all go
It
back
looks
And
in.
I
like-
have the big hood. So
Did everyone have their things?
Yeah.
Everybody.
Everybody get it. That song.
I can't. I'm stuck.
Sounds like a you problem.
It is.
I said, everybody get up.
Yay, my thing is still here. Yay. This is gonna be nice having just all of my stuff.
Because usually you forget to physically write it down, so
Yeah.
the fact that it's there, it's great.
Hup.
So, what was Dawson's Creek about?
The creek.
I only
idiot.
remember the,
The
show.
90s.
I only remember the
entirely
show. I
about
only remember the show because of the theme song.
I'll be there for. Wait.
That's
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 Friends.
Friends.
different.
That's friends
Close.
with the wrong tune to do that song.
I don't know. So no one told you life was gonna be this way.
like how none of those were in sync.
That's because it's a
Terrible
band.
people.
Wrong band.
I mean, we try. Which is the bad part. Alright, whose bag of that is that?
That's
Bag
yours.
of that.
No, that's his.
You think I would just let
Yeah,
this stuff
I'm-
lay out?
I'm putting it there to weigh down the map.
Oh.
I just saw the blue, but then I saw the pillars.
You
And I was
can
like,
lay down.
I'm streaming from the phone.
Especially since the dude I'm following makes it really cheap.
What?
I've been tempted to do terrain making kind of stuff. Whether it be the whole Protector's Enclave. Because
Yeah,
really,
crafts
I really
can
wanna-
actually be pretty cheap or super expensive. It's funny because
One or
it's
the
like
other.
You know, I know we already talked about this, but
4 whole seconds.
Alpha, if I ever give you my info, they have Will Friedle from Boy Meets World with painters, and they talk about ways of painting shit. If you're interested,
I would do that, but I already follow a bunch of people that show me for free.
like I said, if you just wanted to use my info, I'd let you in.
But I also don't know who that guy is.
From Boy Meets World.
From Boy Meets World. Eric.
it's,
Is that the Topanga?
I don't know any Erics.
Now, who's
There is a large
Y'all
chunk
ain't
of my
find
life
Jesus.
where I watch TV through
Yeah,
the
I already found
VHS
Jesus.
that we recorded
He works
4
at a
years
taco
ago.
shop down the street.
So
You're on the internet.
Right.
My God.
Oh, side note. Also, I
be
got.
more
About
racist
that
then, right?
Animaniacs episode we watched 400
Also, I
times.
got. I think it was Hyperlanes or Harbinger. I forget the name.
Hyperlanes.
It's the 5th edition sci-fi space for Supplement.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. It's Starfinder only 5th edition.
Oh,
okay.
okay, so
So
it's
yeah,
this
we can still
system.
go.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a good. There's that. There's a Kickstarter going around about like a whole. What's it called? Monster manual, but for science, like sci-fi stuff. Either it can be applied to either Starfinder or 5th edition. But I just shared that with Trevor, but he's gonna wait until
Starfinders.
yeah, till they actually legit do one.
I need to move my cup. My cup is like my body right now.
This thing has a really good microphone for being such.
I know. I was actually surprised you didn't bust out your microphone, but then that makes sense. As long as we're not quiet as hell, I think it'll be fine. Oh, let's wait for it. Oh no, he paused it. You know what?
You knew better.
I was just making sure that it was working because I closed my phone and it stopped the stream. Let me go here and go to my brightness settings.
Yeah, I'll keep the cup as my body.
Turn those literally all the way down. All right, we're good. I think I'm good. Are we good? Is everybody good? All good.
I mean, it's mostly up to her. I mean,
Just
I mean,
give me. I'm
What do you
good.
think he is, the DM or something?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm ready.
there's a lot of.
All right.
Ready?
I'm ready.
I'm not. I need a donut.
So,
Oh my god.
I can't have alcohol.
Oh, you can't?
Oh yeah.
No DMing while under the influence.
No having fun. You're
Because-
having
yeah,
You know
fun.
how
really.
many characters die every year because of DMs under the influence?
Not enough.
Not as many as you think.
At least 3.
Or they become gods. They either die or become gods.
Or
God.
That whole end of that game, I'm pretty sure I was like, no, I was sober for that, wasn't it?
For what?
The end of your guys' custom home me campaign.
No, you were sober.
For the end of it.
I mean, there were plenty of days in between,
Ow.
but I mean, a lot of us kind of did that. So, and by a lot of us, I mean mostly kind of you two.
I mean, that's how it
How
started.
it works. Alright. Ow! So, forward, for those of you who don't know,
Don't know.
I got my wisdom teeth removed today. So, I'm a little tender.
Be gentle.
I don't think we have anybody watching.
I know. This is honestly for you guys. A little tender, a little sore. I'm going to do my best. Also, first time running the module.
Yay!
So, forgive me if I'm like,
We believe in you.
I've already watched an expert DM.
Well, I have to see how to-
campaign, so I'm going to be very disappointed if it's not exactly
extremely
critical.
I've watched the guy who wrote this do it, so... Eric,
Okay, there's more of us than there's Marcos, so...
Right.
Did Chris
winner.
Perkins write the entire unit?
I don't know. He had something to do with it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So... What am I here for? Oh, right.
Is that like DM or something?
I mean, yes, but... there's a part of this... Oh, I was too far, that's why. Okay, so... we're gonna start off with, like... introducing and stuff, so...
Okay, so Eric, that design, I'm just going to show that to everyone. Hey, right there, that's the blindfold I wear. It's, all the lines are gold trim and the rest is black. I
You
wear it
have like
across
a
my face.
dot.
No, the dot's right here in the center, and it goes across my eyes.
I was just imagining. Oh, just like
Yeah,
right there.
yeah, and
Okay.
it's black and all the lines are gold trim.
So...
Right side.
Okay.
How we're gonna start is... What was your name again, Spencer?
Cormac.
Cormac.
How much
Cormac.
HP does everybody have?
Cormac,
A
what
little.
is your
Yes.
very short history, as you are level 1?
Be gentle.
Don't see.
I am Cormac Loriden. I
Write
was
these things down.
my character is an Asimar rogue.
What was your last name?
Lorridien. Loriden.
I'll catch it some other time.
Okay. He was urchin, raised or grew up on the streets, part of the south in wherever we are. Are we actually in Faerun?
I mean, for now, let's keep it
Faerun,
Faerun.
then
We'll do
he would
Faerun.
become Kalashan.
He was ready.
Grew up there, well, pretty much found a way to live there as an urchin, and because of the very shady nature of that town,
You had to be shady.
he fell into rough crowds, everything like that, because of all the guilds, but eventually broke away from that to become a private investigator. And that took his travels elsewhere, along with what he came to learn was what he is as an Asimar.
That voice screaming at
Yeah.
you.
Do better!
Just to kill the ultimate evil! I can't! Do it!
Led him to Daggerford, right?
Yeah, we're just gonna stick
Yeah.
with that just because that one's
We're
mentioned.
starting in Daggerford.
Technically,
We're
the
outside of
backstory.
Daggerford.
We're leaving Daggerford.
Yeah.
Going towards Waterdeep. I think that's what we
The
established.
establishment of the story is starting in
Yes,
Daggerford.
yes. So Cormac.
Daggerford is in is in Barovia, as everybody knows. That's
What
We're
brought
already
you
there.
to Daggerford? You're just solving crimes and shit?
Yeah.
Solving
Family
crimes and
business.
shit.
Sherlocking his way around the country.
Yeah.
Uh,
Schlocking.
And also probably following my guide.
Mhm.
He would be moving. He was
Always telling you somewhere to go, even if it's as
Yeah.
like there's a lich over here. Well, I'm not gonna kill that. Oh, or you should go to this place. Why? He's
Yeah.
learning to mess with you now. Be like, it's probably best if you head this way. Why?
So is this guide like kind of like a interdimensional voice kind of
It
thing,
is.
or is
It
physically
is.
there?
It is literally like a deva in his head.
Yeah, it doesn't like speak directly to me. It's either through feelings, visions, dreams.
Yeah.
That it sends the message across.
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, if he's awake, it's a feeling. If it has to be that important,
It could be a
and
vision.
and if he's sleeping, it's a dream.
Okay.
But they kind of guide him towards his destined goal. As we as players know, they are champions of gods, essentially. So
Right.
his kind of told him shit like that, like, you should head to Neverwinter. There's a lich there in a dream, and he's like,
Why?
I can't do that now. So
Give me
things
some
like
build-up.
that. Yeah. So brought you to Daggerford, where
Give me
you
some foreplay,
solved
come on.
some crime. You're done your part of good. While you were there, Cormac, you were approached by a very brightly colored man, draped with loose folds about him, and I'm actually reading now. And his hat hangs askew, hiding his eyes in shadow. Zzz. Without hesitation, he walks up to you. Walked. It's past tense. Up to you. Stands proudly with a wide stance with folded arms. In an accented voice, he says, I have been sent to you to deliver this message. If you be a creature of honor, you will come to my master's aid as soon as you can. It is not advisable to travel to Slavic woods at night. As he kind of sits there and says, motions for you to read as he hands you the letter. So as you've read your letter, hopefully you're able to understand some of it.
I got the, I think, main parts.
I think.
I still don't know this name, but it's cool. I can't tell if it's an I or an S or an L.
Oh, you mean you physically couldn't?
That name in the mitter
In the mirror.
in the mitter is I.
Okay, got it. The S's looks like I's, the I's look like S's.
So
Cats and dogs sleeping together. Chaos!
It's chaos. So obviously, being the creature you are, you say, "Hell yes, let's do this." And I already realized I screwed that up. Anyway, he says, "Whenever you're ready, I'll take you. Like I will be your transportation. Whenever you are prepared." So, assuming you probably bought supplies, adventuring back and shit, prepared yourself, and
Yes.
we're ready to go. We can say as well that this happened probably at a tavern, as they usually do. The fuck was your name?
Oh, Tordek.
Tortoise. You probably, as we discussed before, probably would have at least been like, "Oh, you guys are heading somewhere. Can I join?" If that's simple.
Okay.
Or if you had any questions for this guy, by any chance? Because it could have been as simple as you overheard and like, "I want to help."
Oh, okay.
Or
I actually would have a lot of questions.
oh yeah, go for it. Go ahead.
One, what's the Slavic woods?
The Slavic woods. They are direction from here.
Two, where is obviously Barovia's through the Slavic woods,
Barovia is a
but
faraway land, but I can get you there pretty quickly.
if it's far away, how can you get me there quickly?
I have very fast horse.
Okay, and then
Okay.
okay.
Sounds legit.
How
Don't
did you
make me
find
panic. What?
How did you find me?
You seem one of what's a word meaning good reputation. Even though you're hunched over.
Literally.
Fine repute.
As I have,
Yeah.
pulled over.
Yeah. I was sent to find you, that is all I know. I was sent to deliver the message and bring you to Barovia.
I probably would have more questions, but that's good enough. Okay.
Um, Then it could, yeah, it really can be, once again, as simple as you buy your things, you and, oh, you should probably get his name. His name is Argal. Arrigal. Arrigal.
I hope you don't mind if I write on this.
It's yours now.
He is so
Pissed.
I was gonna reuse that!
There's like this whole thing where like you see it under like a UV light and there's a secret message, but you wrote over the secret message now and it looks has nothing to do with the entire campaign. It's just
You made it that long ago.
But, so I'm assuming you accepted the request for aid?
Hey, what kind of problem do we have?
So, yeah, okay, fine. So do you, accept my master's request for aid?
Hey! Someone need help over there.
Well, yes, I suppose the more the merrier, yes?
Okay.
You will travel with me and, what is your name?
I'm Cormac.
Cormac. I knew that because I was hired to deliver. What is your name?
Tordek.
Tordek?
Tordek.
Dak?
Tordek.
Tordek. A pleasure to meet you,
I kind of have like red eyes. I have the drink.
Got it. Pleasure to meet you, dwarf. But yes,
I'm not actually drunk.
yes. But if you are both ready, then, or whenever you are prepared, that my wagon is hitched outside.
What time of day is it?
Afternoon time.
If it's not safe to travel at night,
That was a
should
mistake.
We just wait till morning.
That was a mistake. But if you wish, certainly. But just time is of the essence.
I like to just think that was in character.
I did not mean to do that.
It was always night.
I mean, it is always safe to travel at night. We'll leave immediately.
Whenever you are ready. If you wish to leave in the morning, we can leave at morning.
But my master is going to die immediately.
Yes,
Like
it's
right
whenever
now.
is most convenient for you. However, there is aid required.
However,
Right
just
here.
between you and me, the most convenient time for you would be immediately.
Torjak, you seem prepared. Great. Well then, whenever you are
Pulls
ready.
out a knife. Most convenient for you.
I mean, we could leave tonight if it is a sense of urgency.
Certainly. Great. Let us be off then. This is my wagon. Isn't it amazing?
It's got flames outside.
It is a
Very
very
fast.
colorful wagon, small, but enough to fit people. It is a covered wagon with like red and purple, gold colors. Very, I don't know, gypsy.
If a hippie went on the Oregon Trail? Or if the Scooby Gang went on the Oregon
Maybe
Trail.
that. So as you two hop in his wagon and he starts taking off, a voice starts calling from
Not
down the way.
necessarily calling. I'm assuming we're talking me.
More like pleading.
I'm like
Wait.
Hey!
So,
You guys heading?
whoa.
You guys heading out of the city?
Yes, we are heading toward the Slavic wood.
Oh, I thought I'm a bit of a traveler looking to expand my horizons. Mind if I hop along? You guys-
Certainly, the more the merrier.
All right.
Hopping back with dwarf. Dragonborn, yes.
Dawson.
Dawson.
Silverclaw.
Good to me. I should write names down again.
What was that? Silver what?
Silverclaw.
Claw.
Tech
Okay. I heard something.
How do you spell your name?
Way
T-O-R?
Way different.
T-O-R-C-E-K.
Yes.
And what's your last name?
Rooster. Oh.
Silvercock.
Dawson.
Dawson Silvercock.
Roosters have those, but
But the Dragonborn?
Yes.
And Dawson.
you
Silverclaw.
you weren't with us for our very first campaign with Satan's
Great.
Gong.
I got a wand of fireballs and a horse. That was the best. All right, Dawson. Yes, hop in. Interesting company. Okay.
I pull out a pipe and put some stuff.
No smoking. I'm kidding. You guys take off.
I'd like make a
Well,
joke
club
like with the fire breath, and then I remember that I have lightning breath, and that's not.
And you guys leave Daggerford,
I kind of just
heading into the
First one was our elven roots.
heading into the sunset.
Halfling.
Into the sunset.
Yes.
Halflings.
Yes.
Come on. Pipe tobacco.
So would you have that note out that you
I take it.
I would
just
have
got-
read it and then put it away.
okay? So
Like-
like when I hop in, you don't have
Yeah,
that.
no. This was even before
Yep.
he was there.
He would have
been
read
at
that,
the
closed
table.
it, asked a couple questions,
Tucked in the
and then when he asked his questions, Aragal would have asked, "Do you accept my master's request for aid?" Aid!
And I start blowing smoke rings out the back of the what is it? The
Wagon.
carriage wagon. I'm like, so, you guys have any tragic backstories?
He is an older dwarf, so I
Whenever
could
you
totally
see-
believe that he's like, adventurers! Any tragic backstories?
Whenever you
orphans.
see
So
someone
let me guess.
traveling alone,
I am-
Orphans!
whenever you see people traveling alone,
I feel like I should make it pretty clear I am not an adventurer. I know a little bit of magic.
but yet you're adventuring.
He's like,
My
"Whoa, I
family
am
knew. My
traveling."
family was had a little bit.
Do you have
of
an
background
adventurer's
in-
pack?
No, I have an arcane focus.
This is a drunk
What I-
dwarf harassing
what I
you guys.
have-
He's
what I
been
have-
on plenty
I have a scholar's
of
pack,
adventures.
thank
This
you
is
very
his
much.
first as a healer, but plenty before. His first time bringing religion with him. Let's put it that way.
I have a
And a
scholar's
tragic
pack.
backstory.
Much better now.
And
Um,
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that does look really nice.
as the evening goes
They
on,
gave me gel pens.
Ooh, nice.
I come prepared.
you guys
Yeah,
travel
I
for...
realized I can show the people what my character looks like.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Huzzah! That's close enough, right?
Yeah, that's definitely.
That'll be there.
Probably.
So as you guys travel for a couple hours, it begins to darken, and you do enter nearby woods. And he makes sure to say, like, these are not the Slavic woods, but we will be there in no time. Don't you worry. Ah! Continues down the cobblestone path.
That's how he tells his horse to be gentle.
Yes. Yes. Remember, Risha, take it slow. Ah!
Remember, do the opposite of my voice.
Can I do a whatever check to see if I've ever heard of the Slavic woods? Would it be history check?
Certainly.
Let me find my Steam.
Geography was history, yeah. I'm assuming it takes something up here.
It completely depends on how you want to RP it, and I'm
Can we-
assuming, like, have I heard of it? History.
I also realized it'd be a very Aragorn moment of smoking a pipe and it lights up my face
Yeah.
under the hood.
So that
Ooh,
is a
mysteries.
13.
Oh
Mmm.
my god, that is basically who you are if you're not a ranger.
You.
Oh, I was actually going for Gandalf
The
with my
Slavic
smoking.
woods-
We're
They
starting.
sound vaguely familiar. You think? Okay, they're obviously to the west, but you know you haven't been in them. At least wherever they may be.
Okay.
They
just
sound
need to get an
vaguely
elf out of the
familiar.
forest.
You honestly can't place them. You don't. Oh, that's right next to Herf Derf Derf Derf. And you now know they're next to.
Durfta is such a good town, guys. Great in summer.
It's
Right,
like,
beautiful.
the nightlife is crazy. It's
And just as the sky begins to darken, two figures, pretty much burst out from the woods onto the path before
One of
you.
them really, really tall.
Oh yeah, one is really
Like
really
there.
tall, and one is like holding on behind.
Swinging a quarterstaff in the back.
Just, whoa there, Miss Scusi.
Hello.
Hello.
Who's there?
Oh, it's a carriage.
See.
I poke my
Do you two need assistance?
Blind
Where are
man
you
always
going?
needs assistance.
Hey,
We are. Tordek leans out, drunker than he was earlier. Hey, I'm a cleric now. What services?
I got one job.
What services can I offer?
I got a high problem, but healing ain't one.
You will get lost in these woods. Please join us. The more, the merrier.
Well, I doubt we'd get lost, but I will accept company. Come, it would be good for you.
Yes.
Hop on
Sitting there
board.
would be quite nice right
Hop
now.
on board. It's just your. Hop on board. Awkwardly looking at the drow who is blind and he's being trying to be very polite.
And as I hop on board, the whole thing literally.
Oh there. Easy. Great. Look at this. What a fine company.
Oh yeah, pull you up.
Your names and whatever you are.
Oh, I am called Grace, and
Grace.
this is Lysander.
Nice to meet you.
Grace and Lysander.
I
What
say,
an-
not looking at him at all. Say nothing. Well, it's nice to meet you.
What a strange pair we
You'd
have.
still be able to hear him.
I know. I do on purpose.
Okay.
But no matter. We will be to the Slavic woods in no time.
So do
Every
you
time.
guys have a tragic
I'll just make a-
backstory?
And I make a comment to you. I'm like, his horse really likes him.
Tordek, do you guys have any tragic backstories?
Uh,
I just look at him
I'm like
and then look
sort
out
of
in
just
the woods.
like, not.
Just can't glare.
You're watching behind the cart the whole time.
I'm like just kind of like not sure how to insert myself into this weird ragtag group that I found myself part of.
And Argol is pretty much just riding along, singing and humming something to
I'm
himself.
assuming with the
Mind his own
direction that
business.
I'm assuming with the direction the cart is going. I'm like, I'll be close to Waterdeep. I have some friends in Waterdeep. I can go and hang out with them.
That's
Wherever
fine.
the heck this place goes, I can hop off
Let's do
before
that.
we get a bit too into unfamiliar territory. So I'll be good. I'm really just here for a bit of a ride.
Something, hum, hum, hum.
eventually I'd ask if you guys are hungry.
Oh no, I am fine. Thank you, dearie. Ah!
We're keeping with it.
Yes, I am feeling a bit hungry. Thank you.
What were your names again? I never introduced myself.
Lysander, I put my hand out, not towards you at all.
And then I gently bring it towards you.
I don't trust anybody, so I make them pretend I know nothing.
I'm Tordek, nice to meet you. And I go pat on the like side. I try and do the back, but I can't.
This is
It's like a
ass.
metal low, so it's like the abdomen, or it's like this.
Nice to meet you.
I am called Grace, and this is my friend Lysander.
You do notice I have a very long braid of white hair that goes down past my waist.
Do you have like a nickname or something? Because that's a bit of a long.
I love how Dawson just chimes in at this point. Do you have a nickname? That's long.
That's a long ass name.
So,
I mean, Torek's kind of long too, but I could call him Torb or something. Like that works.
Tordy.
my character is tall. I'm 7.5 feet tall. I'm large. I'm
He's
like,
towers over everyone.
yeah, I've got
I am
brown,
short
long,
for
mussy
a
hair.
dragonborn.
I've obviously just kind of have simple clothes and like leather.
I'm 5. I think we said that 5'2" was the small
Like-
size
Yeah.
for Dragonborn. So I'm 5 foot. I'm
Yeah.
a 5 foot Dragonborn.
He's like abnormally small for a dragonborn.
Yeah.
I forgot.
That's why I'm like I am not an adventurer. I know a few spells.
I just travel with the occasional people.
You are
yeah.
the runt of the litter.
Yeah. Would you call it a litter?
My ears kind of go out to, they're like straight out pointy. And I got a really kind of like a Pixar-ish nose where it's kind of roundish and bulbous. But other than that, I kind of look oddly facial of a chubby elf,
Chubby elf.
I guess is the facial features.
Mhm.
Aside from those prominent ones.
Yeah.
I'm a blue dragonborn in what would qualify probably for like good-looking street-ish clothes for the D&D era. Like I'm not wearing a robe so much as kind of a hoodie. Not really a hoodie,
What's
but like
in fashion? So,
whatever's
yeah.
like a nice-looking robe that would have a hood, but it's like clear I'm not like a professional mage or anything. I'm just kind of here.
You didn't buy mage clothes.
Yes. I mean, it functions for using magic, but it's not.
Oh, and I guess I'm also gray.
Oh yeah, that.
My
I'm
skin is
blue.
gray.
Yeah.
For me, it's pertinent blue dragonborn because that they're different.
You're blue. Okay,
Yeah.
you're lightning.
What do you look like, Tordek?
I'm a dwarf, and I have white beard, white
Maybe I shouldn't have
hair.
gone with silver
How
claw.
long
I
is
think
your
you're just
beard?
wearing like a large cloak that covers everything.
Maybe you should have been like
Um,
Azurclaw.
I
You
got, it's kind of more of
Or just a cowl.
leathers with a cowl
Okay.
that hangs low.
And you're an older
It would
dwarf,
be a
yeah?
cloak.
Yeah, 352.
Little weathered.
So it's
Like a
actually
traveling
like
cloak with
they're like,
a-
oh, they die at
But
this
I do
age,
have
and
a
then I
mask that I
did
can
a few
pull
years
off.
above that.
Yeah.
So
I'm actually
it's
not
like,
wearing
yeah.
a cloak with the hood or
I'm
anything.
still kicking.
I'm actually
Yeah,
wearing for
that
the
kind of thing, where
like
it's
a
like-
sleeveless vest.
I'm the guy
Okay.
who's like, if
And
I
then
get killed,
baggy
it's like,
pants
oh, it's
and
kind of his
sandals.
time.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
Tordek
I'm
dies,
barefoot.
everyone's like, ah, well, he was old.
And then yeah, I have a braid, and all my hair is pulled back into a braid that goes down past my legs.
Oh,
Reminds
Also,
us
he's
all
a
of our
drow.
impending
Yeah.
mortality.
Oh, yeah.
He's a drow.
He's
In
a
case you guys
drow.
didn't pick that up.
And
And I'm wearing that blindfold.
Argal
across
kind
my
of
face.
was being polite, but was a little awkward. Still offered
I
a
think
ride.
that's part of like why like Chikandar's name maybe.
Yeah, it is, and like I said before,
It's just-
this
it's like-
is the stereotypical D&D. So drow are kind of like, there's a fucking drow here.
No. In my head, I'm like, is Lysander just an evil sounding name, or is it evil sounding because he's a drow?
Am I being racist?
It's not in my head. No, I totally am being racist in
Yeah.
my head.
Yeah, but really, if it's uncommon to see drow, and if you do,
Oh, it's even worse
usually
because
it's
my
like,
name is
oh
Lie.
crap, they're looking for slaves or something.
Is what?
Lie? No
Lie.
lie.
So it's very uncommon to see
Oh,
a blind one just
Santa?
following someone rather than being
Really,
part of some
whatever
sort of
you wanna call
army
them.
or what have you. Tieflings are obviously regarded as kind of like okay, the devil's inside you,
They made
alright.
their drawers.
Yeah. While drow was like,
Well, that particular.
close doors, lock doors, call guard. I mean, call guard.
Ah.
Like the beacons.
Yeah.
Unless you're in the Silvery Moon,
Yeah.
if I remember, because they allow anyone in as long as they don't
They-
cause problems.
Yep.
Only
because of Driz they
Yeah.
allowed Drow, because at first they won't even let him in, but once he
Proved a point.
Proved himself.
yeah.
Okay, so you guys ride along for a time.
I'm gonna be a beholder now.
All right.
Yeah.
You ride along for a time. God.
He
And
just suddenly starts convulsing and transforming, and
The-
his eyes pop out into stalks. He opens
One of
his
his eyes
mouth wide, and
swells.
there's a big eye.
One of his eyes swells and just engulfs the rest of his body.
the sun sets, and it is dark. Surprise. Aragal lights some lanterns on his wagon, but slows.
I come over as in the middle of your conversation, holding something in my hand. And I pop one in your lap.
Thank you.
Would you like to eat?
Yes, please.
It's a berries.
Oh.
It's a good berry, you could say.
Wow, this berry's really
take
good.
one as
I
well,
take
I
one
guess.
and try.
I like
They're enough to
inspected
feed you for a day. How many have you had?
So really,
Oh my
really
God!
good. Nom, nom, nom.
How does verbal and a drow?
I'd like.
Heavily sit down next to him.
I'd look at
Travel
I'd look at
together.
them like skeptically because she's the chick with the drow with her, and I'm like,
And he's just.
I'm watching everybody else eat them, and I'm like, they're not dying.
If I got sold,
They're not
I've eaten
dying.
2 now.
well, if I got sold into
She's like,
slavery, they wouldn't get any work out of me
Well,
anyway.
there's only 4 of them, so I'm like, I have 10.
Fuck it.
So,
I'll
If they're
reach over
trying
and
to
grab
poison
another
it.
one,
Are there
too.
negative effects for eating too many good berries?
No.
it's just it.
Can you not have too much of a good berry?
There's no such thing as too much of a good berry.
No. How does a Furbolg and a drow find themselves traveling together?
He's gone to
Saved my
bed.
life.
He's
I
gotten
found
comfortable.
him. He was in a cave, very, very close to. I don't want to say death, but he was. But I helped him, and he's better now. And now we're just traveling, looking for something to do, right?
People to help.
Oh, well, the land of Barovia is a beautiful, great,
Turns
beautiful.
over in his cot.
Yeah.
Oh!
Well, let me tell you. No, he just like rolled out his bed and sat on it, his bedroll.
Got it.
The Barovia is a valley of great beauty. You will love. It's a great place. Awkwardly looking at the drow,
You will
realizing
love this
yes,
sight.
it is such a beautiful sight. You'll never forget it.
Why do you guys
So
want to
also
help
there's
people?
a campsite set up, correct?
Yeah, he has a little fire going.
Are you guys like in it for the money or?
Oh no, it's what we can do with our time. It's the right thing to do.
And then they like reward you for doing the right thing, right? Or like.
I don't see much need for reward personally. However, if it gives us help as far as rides to go other places.
Should I like insight? Because as a character, I'm very skeptical, and I want to like.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
I'll,
go
I'll
for
let
it.
you know if I'm telling the truth.
Are you gonna say-
Like no, but I'm fairly.
Just her or me too, because I've been nodding and shaking my head along.
I
with the
suppose
conversation.
both. I suppose both.
I am actually gonna roll a deception against his.
Wait, what?
I
Okay.
won't. I'll tell
'Cause
you everything
I'm-
personally.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Insight 15.
For me, yeah, you get a good feeling that I'm actually telling the truth as far as I'm concerned. He's literally just nodding and shaking his head at you, so whatever has happening with him, you know.
Less than 13. So.
He's a drow. Of course he's in it for at least money. Drow.
But you've probably picked up
more
on
of
the stat.
my reasoning
spell,
is different. I still
yeah.
do want to earnestly help people, but it's
Probably
just
a druid.
Yeah.
And the
I mean,
fact that
there could be evil druids.
Marcos. It's
Like
Oh, yeah.
they could go full on anarchist on you. And
Worse.
Marcos. You can tell that I want to help people, but my reasoning is not what she's saying.
okay.
There's something
At the
else
same
to my
time, though,
reasoning.
considering she's like so like friendly,
Cheery?
yeah,
Friendly,
cheery. I'll be
yeah.
like, okay, well, I guess you might be on like, because if you're not in it for the, I can be down with you not being in it for the money as long as you're not gonna kill me or something along the way. And I'm not getting those vibes. No, I'm talking
Yeah,
out of character.
Internal
I'm not
conversation.
not saying.
Inside combo.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Argal offers after a time. He says, "Well, all of you may get your rest. I'm going to stay up a little while and tend to Misha, and keep an eye on these woods."
I could help you with the watch.
Certainly.
Yeah, night's dangerous.
Hot
I think we
soup.
should set up a watch.
Ow.
I think we should set up a rotation.
For setting, I can go after you then.
All right.
Perfect. Well then, rest. Ah. That's
me
the
after
Misha.
We all fall asleep.
Wait after you, Grace.
Comforted.
So,
I just realized.
Except me, if it's magic,
I just
I
realized
don't. Elves.
we've been traveling for like a few hours now. I don't even know who you are.
oh, my name is Argal.
Alright.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It goes back to tending to Misha.
Nice to meet you. Okay.
So as he tends to Misha,
Yeah. I was
you
going for this
four
one.
sleep and you're staying awake.
Yeah, I'll stay
You
awake.
four head to sleep. You stay awake to aid with the watch as he's tending to his cart.
Like,
and
we
Misha.
just need to get like 8 hours of sleep, right? And I got some people I need to meet at Waterdeep tomorrow, so if you guys can handle all of the watches,
If you could,
that'd be great. And I go to bed.
I got a minute. Just gotta check something really quick. Doodly-doo-doo-doo-doo. Dibba-doo-dibba-dibba-doo. Okay. So as you're on watch, Argal is still humming and singing, going along, doing his little bits of work here and there, and a gentle fog is slowly just coming. A very low fog.
I do have dark vision.
So, and there's nothing. It's a normal night. You've camped.
Attack the fog.
I guess the magicness of the fog.
And you're just keeping watch. Argal's song is very soothing. The hum, the tune, the sound of it's very relaxing. Start dozing. You fall asleep.
How could you?
As soon as you to you at least, it feels almost as soon as you kick back up. It's a lot foggier than it was before. And there's daylight. Barely passing through all this fog. The fire is out. Argal and his cart and Misha are gone. Misha, no! You are alone on this path.
Are they there?
Alone, the five of you.
I was like, where did we go?
The rest of you are fine.
Congratulations, he split the party.
But you swear it felt like you just just dozed off for half a
And
second.
I didn't get any feeling or anything.
Nothing at all.
Nothing, just...
You just.
So I went to
And-
sleep for 4 hours and then woke back up, and was it still this foggy when I got back up from trance?
You've been
You're still
trancing.
in
You're
trance.
tranced,
Okay. All right.
and you haven't noticed anything
Right.
except the singing, and even for you, it almost sort of lulled you into a peace. You didn't sleep, because that's if you want to as an elf. Weirdly enough, you don't have to, but it lulled you into a peace, and suddenly it stopped. But it didn't like startle you. It didn't make you come out of your trance. You're just like, oh, he's done singing, like just relaxed for you.
Do I feel at all rested?
Yes. You feel like you just slept fully. So you must have dozed off. Matter of fact, you didn't even take your armor off, but you don't feel sore. You were just leaning up against a tree, helping keep watch, and you feel like you've had a full rest. You don't feel sore because you've slept in your armor.
Yeah.
Well, wait, leather?
Leather.
You wouldn't feel sore anyway, so don't worry about it.
I'd go to wake everyone up after that.
Doze like, my turn already?
No.
I said I didn't want to keep watch.
You're not.
Oh, why?
Is the campfire
Are we
still there?
leaving?
Campfire's out.
Okay.
and
It
it's
is out.
day.
It is day, but it is. I mean,
Did you
it is.
watch the entire night? Like that's dedication.
It is very foggy. You can tell it's day
Jeez.
simply because how
Bright. the
bright,
fog
how
is.
much you can't see through. It's you still cannot see through this piercing fog. Maybe.
Where's Origal?
Even I can tell it's foggy. It's so wet.
Ah.
So damn.
You gross.
I'm not sure.
Did he abandon us? Where's...
I'm not even sure where we are.
And that even occurs to you. Like, yeah, you were just in a trance, but you didn't hear a wagon leave. You just heard the music, his
Also, we
singing
do
stop.
not see the wagon. I assume.
No,
we do.
no. Wagon's gone,
No
Arga's
tracks.
gone, Misha's gone.
Mm-hmm.
I probably should have said something earlier, but I got a bad feeling. Probably
Why did you not?
Probably should have mentioned this, but
Didn't trust that guy at all.
Yeah.
Is there any?
There's
how
something
different the
fishy
campfire
about
used to
it.
be, or is it just
it is.
flat?
It is. It's a burned out campfire.
Okay.
But that's the only sign of the
Thank you.
the camp, other than us being here.
And the road is still there.
Yeah, the road is still ahead of you.
Do I still recognize the road?
No.
Grace, are the trees where they used to be?
That would
With
be
an
a question.
11 survival roll?
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's still cobblestone. As you, yeah, go ahead and roll nature, even.
Well, that is 13 plus. I didn't write down any of my numbers for once. 13.
Write down a thing. 13.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you look about and everything still sort of looks the same here.
Okay.
It's just this really thick fog.
I looked
And
at
then I
Cormac and I
mentioned,
go
and
like,
it's
you
not
know,
me either. I'm not doing this.
do you
Because I
know
can
what
do fog.
area this is? Do you recognize anything?
I'm assuming this is the Slavic woods he was talking about, and I mean, it still looks like the
Is it
road.
like super humid?
What kind of a ranger are
It
you?
is very thick.
Ranger.
And, it is like a cloudy day with a
No,
thick
I'm just
fog.
kidding.
So for you, it doesn't
Also,
matter.
are you
but
Yeah, but I'm
It-
asking for.
Oh,
for
you're rogue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
how it feels.
I
yeah,
wanted
when
to-
you're
I
when you
wanted to
walk
make
through
that joke
fog,
that
a
he
thick
thinks
fog. It's like
he's
it's
traveled
rain
with
that is sitting
rangers
in place.
before. It's like, yeah, I know immediately where we are.
Oh god, he's old Gimli. Gimli decided to become a cleric.
Pretty much.
This is after he got married to Legolas. He was the cleric.
True love. So
Well, I mean, we could continue west as we were traveling. Barovia should be there, and from there we might be able to get some direction.
I'm not going to Barovia though. Like I was just kind of hitching a ride because you guys were.
So
heading
how
out
are we
of
getting to
town.
Barovia? Look, once you get to Barovia, you can probably hitch a ride somewhere.
Where even is Barovia, though? Have you guys ever heard of Barovia?
It's to the west.
It's to the west.
A lot of places are to the west.
Not really.
You go
because
far
we
west
were-
enough, and then you get to the east. That's how many things are to the west. Okay?
You go to the west, you hit the sea.
Yeah, and then you keep going, and then you hit the east.
And then you.
Spencer, do people in the Underdark call the Overworld anything special? I'm just
Overdark.
curious.
Yes. The
Overbright.
surface.
Upper.
The
I
surface.
think they just call it the surface.
Yeah, it's the surface.
So what do you guys do?
Yeah, they could have. There could be like some kind of derogatory thing of like, oh, so.
The Underdark and the
Surface
surface bright.
dwellers.
Exactly.
Um,
The
Well-
crawlers.
it seems like we should probably head to a town at least. Follow. Are we near a road? Because we.
We're
You guys are on the
Yeah,
road
you-
pretty much. You
yeah,
pulled
we
off.
Yeah. Keep
Yeah,
going in the
so
direction.
Are we going
we-
this way or this way?
We should keep heading west, I believe, because that is where he said Barovia was, and I feel like if that was our destination, we might as well.
Yeah, let's head to
continue.
Barovia and see if we can solve this problem.
And besides, you said you were heading west as well, yes?
I thought we were heading north. Regardless,
Whichever way, I didn't have the
was
map out. I
northwest.
would have picked a different place, but I didn't leave the Sword Coast map out.
That's fine.
You headed a direction west.
So,
Let's just say.
Anyway,
west.
what do you guys want to call this team?
We're not a team. Look.
You literally forced yourself onto him. He forced himself onto both of you, and then they just happened to be here.
He's like, we're a team.
Look.
Like they were literally like, oh, we're
you got
heading
this
somewhere
whole
cool.
you got this whole nice
I've
grandpa
been-
thing going on
I've been
about you.
adventuring
and that's
quite
cool.
a bit. I've been adventuring.
I know
quite
a team
I know
does.
how
That is great. I am
I know
not
a team
here
when
to
I
help
see
you
one.
relive your youth days. I am here to get to Waterdeep, and that's me.
And you know, at least
sure
from
you are.
wherever you totally were, Waterdeep was to the west.
All right, cool.
You know what? I'm gonna bet that you're probably going to be adventuring with us, and we're probably gonna get into weird shenanigans soon.
I can almost guarantee that we will not be adventuring together, and there will be no shenanigans.
Giant hand grabs Tordek, pulls him away. See? No adventure.
But I was wrong about the shenanigans.
I just got that image of the Philadelphia intro card about like Dawson and the gang get into weird shenanigans.
Dawson and the game.
I guarantee you, we're not a team, and we're
We are
not gonna
not
get
a
into shenanigans.
team.
Well, I've been known to dabble in shenanigans.
Well, no, I won't lie.
In the brief amount of time that we will be together, there will be no shenanigans.
That's how the shenanigans always start.
No, they are not.
That's how they get you. Anyway, so, well, I guess there's not really much to pack up other than our own bedrolls and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then we can head west along this path.
You guys still feel full.
Yep.
Hence the you don't need breakfast bit, just pack up and
So
go.
you,
I'm
you
like
all,
slightly worried that berry's gonna make me fat.
So you all pack up quickly.
I have a
re-
very
really
large
quickly.
pack, by the way. It's
It's
pretty hefty.
It's simple enough, and you all are going the same direction at least. And whatever happened to Argal, he's gone. Your faster transportation left without you.
Can I do like a tracking or something thing to see if there's any kind of
Yeah, survival. You could.
Yeah,
totally
you're a
roll
druid.
survival.
Can't you like commune with the horse spirits or something?
Excuse me?
Like
Because that's classist.
Horse spirits?
He
I don't know how
killed
druids
Isha.
work.
I guess it's
Okay,
too
I've been
foggy.
in the city my whole life.
Yeah, and it really though, it's
Because the dampness might have ruined everything.
you can see the edge of the trees next to the road, and then fog. You can
It's like
see
as if
the
I
next
did
few
it.
steps ahead of you, and fog. So looking down, there's a light haze. You can get closer, but you're not
There's
seeing
something
anything. I mean, it is a cobblestone path, even, but
Oh, it was cobblestone.
Yeah.
But did he pull the carriage off the cobblestone?
you guys just went off the road. But her roll, she
Could
saw
I-
the marks pulling in.
I got
Okay,
three.
there-
Can
there's
I do
that.
An
In case you were
investigation? Can I do an investigation to see was the cart there? Did the cart leave?
Yeah, certainly. You can check where you guys just were.
I got a 9.
Yeah, with her noticing, there's definitely the cart pulled up here, but it's all a little skewed if you pulled off or
Okay.
not. You know,
So,
I can't
can't
tell.
tell.
Maybe that's why it's a mess because he did leave at some point.
All right.
So you guys walk for a time. You walk a ways. 10 minutes pass.
Constant tapping.
20 minutes pass. Constant tapping. The awkward as he hits a rock and keeps going.
Doing all this on purpose.
Yeah. About an hour
I
passes.
mean, I guess I don't need to really
Because for
worry
you
about.
guys' benefit, I do have blind sight up to 15
You're-
feet.
Matt Murdock.
Blind? I thought you had a.
No, he decided on blind sight.
Yeah, I
Sort of
give him a
echolocation,
blind sight at 15
sort of thing.
feet.
But that means
and-
if I'm deafened, I'm also blind.
Yeah.
So
Outside of 15 feet, he just has essentially better hearing.
So
Perception, so.
Do you technically not count as blinded while fighting?
Technically, yeah.
technically.
Okay.
Melee fighting.
Yep.
Yeah.
If something shoots at him when it's within 15 feet,
He'll know.
he'll know it's there, so
Yeah.
that'll allow
Okay.
that.
But
But
that sounds
I
balanced.
figured
'Cause
that's alright.
There
Sort of
used
like
to be.
Daredevil.
There
That's why I
used
said you're
to.
Matt Murdock.
There used to be a feat
a less
blind
good,
fighting.
Yeah, I
less
know.
good master
And then they
for
took
that.
it out in 5th edition.
Yeah.
So,
He
or they
was
might have
getting
done it in
18th
4th.
level out to
But-
like 10 feet.
Yeah, you guys have been
Yeah.
walking for an hour,
Let me
and
double check.
you know what? Let me. What are your passive perceptions?
14.
16.
14. There's a whole different thing for you, though.
15.
Yeah. but
16, 15,
15. I can get it.
It's
It's
gonna be 10 plus your
13.
perception.
Cider.
Cider?
See there.
Seether.
and
Seether.
10. All
CJ.
right. You don't notice much.
It's very foggy out, Marcus.
But as you're walking along, Grace.
Does anyone want me to pass them a donut?
No, thank you,
no,
Dad.
thank you.
I just need to get out.
You want one so bad.
I really, really do. As you guys walk along,
Why does
cut
Eric
it-
not like
Why
my
don't you cut it into
donuts?
really tiny bites and just chew on it with your
It's-
front teeth?
No, because you don't want stuff
It's just the food debris
Yeah.
itself.
you notice though, about after an hour
Yeah,
of
it's like
walking, Grace,
It's a little rubber.
you start to notice
man
with the
like that.
barest hints of what you can see through this fog that these aren't the same trees.
Like they suddenly changed, or none of them are the same.
As in, with the ones she can see, what
Like, not the
what
same
were
type
once,
of
you know,
trees?
like alive brown greenery trees, a lot more of them seem gray, darker, some dead. They all seem, as she's kind of noticing this and looking, they all seem like they loom in now. Rather than just
And
trees, they all seem to
can you
loom
wet,
in towards
napkin for
you,
me?
towards the
Completely
road.
with cold water.
Yeah, you're completely oblivious, just tick, tick, tick.
And they're starting getting closer overhead, and then
I pause for a moment when I do this.
That wouldn't be anything to you, though.
More
You're-
friendship.
trees.
Oh,
Yeah.
I pause for a moment when I kind of start sensing this, and I ask everyone, can we hang on for one moment, please? And I'd like to use Druidcraft to sense the next weather for the next 24 hours. See if this fog will ever let up.
Certainly. So you sense out.
Because usually
It'll
it's
definitely
fog.
remain cloudy for as far as you can tell. You're not getting anything really about this fog. It's persistent, but there's no real ability for you to tell when it will end, where it will be, anything like that. You know it's cloudy, and that cloud coverage
Pretty much
seems
like,
consistent.
how it works, just to kind of give you an idea for flavor text. The effect might manifest as a golden orb for clear skies, a cloud for rain, falling snowflakes
So-
for snow, and so on.
Has she said that? Oh, it
Cloud
looks
of
like we're in a
fog
different
pretty much
area?
just appears in your hand as you're like doing this. It goes.
And it just kind of keeps swirling,
Yeah, it just
and that's
swirls and swirls, and even as you're looking at this, first you swear you saw a face in there for just a moment. Is it? But it's nothing. It was nothing. That's not how that spell works. You've done that before. That's weird.
It's just my own imagination.
Just something's going on. It must be the fog.
She mentioned she wanted to stop,
Okay.
and she did that. She hasn't mentioned the trees are different.
Oh,
or
okay,
anything,
gotcha.
So only
After you guys see this kind of orb of, I'm like, I
Fog,
snuff
literally.
it out.
Definitely.
I kind of snuff it out. I'm like,
Unless you did
I'm not
something about it.
comfortable with this forest, but I feel like
The fog doesn't appear like it'll ever let up, so we need to keep moving.
That's not
What do you mean
how
you're not
fog
comfortable with
works. It lets up eventually. And what do you mean? It's the forest outside of Waterdeep. Like, that's... I mean, they have bandits occasionally, but, like...
And I say,
nothing that's...
my dragon friend, I can see weather for the next day. For at least the next day. Until
okay.
this time
It's not
tomorrow,
like-
it won't change.
That's still weird, but you made it seem like forever and ever, which is weirder.
Which is weirder.
But usually fog lets up, midday-ish kind of.
Also, we
Yeah.
are still near Waterdeep.
Well, we've only been traveling for half a day.
Yeah, there's no way.
And literally it's been an hour
Close.
since
well,
you guys started walking
and
this
it's
morning.
been, we only traveled like an afternoon.
Yeah, like
And-
from 3 to 8,
Yeah, so
we'll call it.
good 5 hours of travel. We're closer to Daggerford.
You did get a good distance.
Yeah, because of the carriage.
Mhm.
That's what you're talking about.
Yes.
But
But that's when I did mention the trees are different. I do not like this forest.
With her mentioning that, would I be able to tell that they are?
yeah, now that she mentions like we're not in the same woods sort of idea, you all, those of you that can see, look around. Yeah, these trees are different.
Am I constantly just putting it right in front of me?
Yes.
These trees, they
Stop
seem...
spoiling me from hiding.
These trees, they're different, right? This is
Can't
just me, old dwarf. The eyes, not so good. And then I kind of point to him,
Dead
eh?
almost.
And then he can't
We
see
have
me, so...
Although I know he's doing that.
Yeah.
We have not been walking that
Are
long.
they different? I'll walk over to one.
Yeah,
I put my
you
hand out and
reach
just
out
feel.
and touch, and it does feel different. Almost this one, almost like dried and rotted sort of feeling with this tree, rather than like a living thick tree. It feels sort of
Dead.
dead, just with pieces falling off and nasty. Yeah, nasty.
So you guys think we traveled through time, or do you think we fell through a
You
portal
have
and
a
went to
quote?
an alternate dimension?
No,
where trees are
because
different?
that is
I
stuff
walk
that
by, I wipe my hand
adventurers
with
do.
So you guys,
I do that and I pat your shoulder.
Yeah, as the druid seemed uneased, I kind of asked aloud to whoever I guess was originally on the caravan there. I'm like, where did he say the road was leading to?
Barovia.
I don't even know what did I make a roll to see if I knew where? Oh yeah, no,
You
yeah, I
said
did.
the
I did.
Slavic woods, I thought.
yeah, you said Slavic woods.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
like, I don't even.
I'm not even gonna try that. I wouldn't know.
What did I do the first time? History.
Yeah, you did history.
History 17 for what the hell is Barovia?
You've never heard of Barovia.
I don't think Barovia's a real place.
Now.
Well, have you ever been there?
No, that's why I don't think
Well, then
it's
how would
real.
you know if it's real or not?
By that definition, how do you know anything is ever real ever?
Also, are we
Exactly.
walking along the road still?
That's not-
Are we
What I was trying to.
I think we all stopped
Yeah,
walking.
okay.
Yeah, we paused.
Okay.
Perhaps we should just keep traveling and...
Walk and talk, or do you guys...
But you guys just hopped into a caravan, having no idea where it was going, with complete strangers.
I was asked for help.
Yep.
He wanted to aid
We're
them.
like, we nod our heads.
And they
Showed up.
Showed up.
They're literally
You're the
were
one
just
who
on a
walked
ride
into
to
the
this
caravan.
town.
What?
Okay,
what
fair
did
point,
he
but-
ask for help for?
And with that, I will actually pull out the note.
Shared
And
as class.
Like, well, fuck it.
pretty much, Aragal was a servant of Barovia, and he was sent to find me because they were in a desperate need of assistance. Irina?
Yes. You want me to read it?
Koliana.
I'll read it out loud if you want.
Read it out loud, because this is kind of hard to read.
Yeah, terrible printer. So, the letter that you received says, Hail to thee of might and valor! I, a lowly servant of Barovia, send honor to thee. We plead for thy to desperately so desperately needed assistance.
See what I mean? The S's look like T's, the T's look like...
The love of my life, Irina Kolyana, has been afflicted by an evil so deadly that even the good people of our village cannot protect her. She languishes from her wound, and I would have her saved from this menace. There is much wealth in this community. I offer all that might be had to thee and thy fellows, if thou shalt but answer my desperate plea. Come quickly, for her time is at hand. All that I have shall be thine. Written by Kolyan Indirovich, Burgomaster.
Arena needs help. Got it. Okay.
Dawson takes the note and looks over it, and now that I have looked over it, where's the thing? I can forge documents after seeing an example to copy. That's my main thing that I wanted out of that note. But
So you go word. Okay.
Also roll what the heck is a burgomaster? A burgomaster. That's a 8.
Sounds like the master of Burgos.
Okay. What the heck are
That's
Burgos?
probably my answer.
It's a master of Burgos.
You forge
What's a Burgo?
Wait, so you forge another document behind it that's like, oh wait, what's this? Actually, we don't need it.
We totally don't need help. Go away. Love. Scratch. All right. So do you guys continue on then after sharing the note? You guys.
I would be.
You say, "Fucking let's go."
This
Then we
really
got nowhere else
sounds
to go.
like adventure I don't want to be involved with.
Well, the arena seems like she needs help. Let's go.
There, you can then go to Waterdeep from there.
Okay.
Right now, we have no idea which way to go for Waterdeep because this fog trying to travel through would be impossible.
You can go to Waterdeep, but it's probably not going to be there. I've been through time travel stories before.
This is not a time travel story.
I love the idea that you just can make shit up and be like, wow. But that's not you. No, I'm not that guy anymore. I'm not that guy anymore. I'm a new person. So as you guys travel,
You're born again.
another 4 hours pass.
Oh my
of
god.
walking.
With the friggin' walking
Tap,
stick.
tap, tap, tap. And there are times when all of you hear something through the woods. But if you go and check, that is a thick forest. It's damn hard to even fit your way through.
Even with the fog. It's hard
Even
to
with
see.
the fog blocking view. So continue on for a ways. But eventually, after 5 hours of just walking through this, the fog sort of clears and clears.
Do you have a phone charger
Did I miss the type?
that you can bring out?
After 5 hours, eventually
So
the fog sort of clears just a bit. It leaves a haze before you. And I'm gonna read. The fog spills out of the forest to swallow up the road behind you. Ahead, jutting from the impenetrable woods on both sides of the road, are high stone buttresses looming gray in the fog. Huge iron gates hang on the stonework. Dew clings with cold tenacity to the rusted bars. 2 headless statues of armed guardians flank the gate, their heads now lying among the weeds at their feet. They greet you only with silence. And now, granted, this is like 100 feet tall, so you guys are kind of the gate.
Oh, the gate.
It's huge. It's a huge gate. But it's before you, and you guys see it not too far away. It's kind of came out of nowhere. You guys were walking along, and then it cleared up just a bit, so you saw all of this sort of in front of you immediately, practically. And the gate swings open.
So
I keep walking.
This is
Pretty
definitely not Waterdeep.
we walk out of the fog, and
So you're still in the forest. It's still the path,
okay.
and the fog almost clears for a moment, still leaving a haze ahead of you. But it becomes very abundantly clear out of nowhere, almost, that this huge 100-foot tall gate with these headless statues.
So in a weird way, like that's in a dome of less fog.
Practically,
Is how you
it's
could
like
describe
you.
it.
It's almost like you stepped out of the fog, of the thick of it. You know when you can go
Yeah,
through
yeah,
thick
yeah,
fog
yeah.
and then it's a little less. That's where you are, and so you step through and can see this like practically right in front of you. And you see the gate.
I am kind of
Swing
looking
open.
to see if there's anyone manning the gate that I can see.
Go ahead and do perception.
Perception. 4 plus 3, 7.
You're really short. That's really tall. You don't see anyone.
I looked at everyone else. I'm like, there's probably just ruins. I probably haven't been manned in decades.
Wouldn't we
But
know
is
about
there a
100-foot
breeze? Is there a breeze? No. Gates just don't swing open on their own.
There's not like a powerful enough breeze.
Yeah.
It's
I
like-
mean,
if
the world we
it's
live
it's
in.
not hot like stale humid air,
But it's not
Which
like...
means this is bad news and we should turn around.
and as you do, you're like, we should turn around. You look, that is a thick wall of fog, like right behind you.
I slowly turn back to the gate.
We are not
Alright, so...
I don't know if the others have stopped, but I am continuing to walk through the gate. Is anyone walking with me?
He goes,
Oh, yeah.
and continues
I feel like-
forward.
I feel like this is one of those
I will
binding.
continue forward and say at the same time, this might be Barovia.
Doesn't look
I haven't
giant
even
sign
heard
says,
of
"Welcome."
Barovia. We've only been walking for
Typical.
4 hours. How can we be
5
in a
total.
How can we be in a different country?
Seems like they were
I thought
expecting us.
Barovia was a town.
I don't know what Barovia is. Okay, we know that there's Slavic woods around it. Apparently,
I kind of
As you
shout,
motion to the woods.
I shout behind my shoulder, perhaps it is a town so small it is not on a map.
but I've lived in this. Okay, whatever. And I walk.
Just to be safe, crossbow.
He has the right
Bolts.
idea. I like Dwarf Grandpa.
As soon
over
as you
here.
cross through going, he has the right idea, the gate shuts behind you.
Turn around. I like push on it.
So
Well,
about those
that didn't work. I had a
shenanigans.
feeling that. Yeah, you know what? Shut up.
This feels like an adventure.
A limited number of shenanigans, but not an exponential number of shenanigans. Okay.
Because he's trying to prestidigitation the gate open and it doesn't
I was
open.
like,
Is there even like a
prestidigitation fire.
No.
lock?
I try and light the
Literally
gate
like
on
a
fire
gate
with
swung
prestidigitation.
open. Large gate. Like, yeah, let's say 2. Swung open.
And then,
As soon as he walked through, they quickly...
because he was the last one.
Yeah.
Must have been the wind.
With his loaded crossbow. Must have been in the wind.
I am gonna pull out,
Did I feel any wind blowing when the thing slammed closed?
other than this like slight breeze.
Yeah, nothing but the slightest breeze. And then, with now detailing the gates a little more, definitely couldn't push open or close a gate.
Especially one as big as that.
Yeah, right. So as you continue forward,
I'm gonna pull out my, I'll pull out my short sword as we move forward.
towering trees, whose tops are now lost in a heavy gray mist, block out all but a death gray light. The tree trunks are unnaturally close to one another, and the woods have the silence of a forgotten grave, yet exude the feeling of an unvoiced scream. Grace.
Yes.
A familiar, dreadful scent. You smell death.
What does that even smell like?
I kind of get from my staff to walking to two-handed position. I'm like, something bad happened here.
Yeah, we got stuck inside of a weird magical
As you
gate.
kind of
And
pointed
I
out,
I'm like cutting you off. I'm like,
you smell it.
Yeah, I would. I was thinking that.
Yeah, forgot that.
At this point, I sort of draw back next to Grace, put my hand on like your arm or your side or somewhere where I can know you're there, and then I pick up my
yeah, I
quarterstaff
did
in
this
my
to you,
hand.
and then as soon as he did that, I'm like, what?
Could I do a listen check?
Yeah,
to see
certainly.
if
You
I
can do
hear
perception,
anything?
Go ahead. Anyone can.
I'll do it as well then.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Good, do that because I'm rolling nothing but 3s. That's 7.
7.
Try my heaviness.
Yeah, I may need to switch over.
Nope.
16.
16. As you all stop, you two definitely catching the scent and slowly sort of picks up on the rest of you. You're not smelling anything. You're like, what? What? But you're slowly all catching this almost rotting smell. There's no noise. There's no movement in the woods or anything besides that of your company. But you can pinpoint where it's coming from.
Okay.
It smells stronger. Just a little further down the road off to the side. Against, just barely in the woods.
It's over this way.
I would like to roll sneak, even though I'm not good at it.
Go for it.
Yeah,
I will too.
I'm gonna stealth.
After I do that,
Just
I
'cause
start,
I'm so
I start pulling
uncomfortable.
Grace towards the source of the smell.
Better.
Pata.
22.
Way too much like an adventure.
So you,
I rolled a 20.
You go
I got a
14.
13.
13.
I'm not
Anyone
rolling
else
well.
stealthing?
I'm blaming.
You have
this
disadvantage,
sheet.
don't you?
I remember this. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Oh, sneaking. Alright. Ching.
And dwarves are naturally very
We're
sneaky.
natural stealth.
12.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I got all of them.
Are
at
you
17.
sneaking at all, Dawson?
Yeah.
Since now I'm pulling Grace towards the source of the smell.
What'd you roll?
Where's my
13.
Uh,
14.
one. Yeah, that's a 12.
12? Alright. So you follow this stench. The foul scent leads you to a human corpse, half buried in the underbrush about 15 feet from the road. The young man appears to be a commoner. His muddy clothes are torn and raked with claw marks. Crows have been at the body, which is surrounded by the paw prints. The man has obviously been dead for several days.
Let me take a look at him. Let me take a look. I'm like pushing people out of the way.
He
Like, let me
holds
take
a crumpled envelope in his hand.
Yep, he's dead. Like his head's
Hold
sliding.
it down
Yes,
and-
he's dead.
and
Takes
Pick it
all
up
the
and
loot.
hand it to Grace.
Can I do an investigation to
Nice.
see if I recognize the claw marks? If it was like a wolf or something?
That would be...
Medicine.
No, that would probably be... I'm going to call that nature to recognize
Nature.
the marks
Alright.
on a body.
Give it a shot.
To know what kind of animal.
16.
Wolves.
Wolves.
You've encountered wolves. You've seen their tracks.
And I'm kind of. This is literally my reaction as I'm kind of reading it.
What?
Oh
I
my.
mean, literally, I can't see.
I know.
What?
I know.
When I handed it to her, it was over my head like this.
This appears to be the burgomaster. We have found what a burgomaster is.
What? I see.
And it appears the affliction, right,
Or
was a vampire.
you're over 2 feet taller than me.
There
Yeah.
are not vampires in Faerun, are there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
At least this close to. Whatever.
I didn't get to
Here
read
we
the
go.
rest of it though,
Yeah, let me read it for you.
because I was asked.
So as you read the letter and you're kind of passing it around, the letter says,
It gets back to me.
Hail thee of might and valor! I, the burgomaster of Barovia, send you honor with despair. My adopted daughter, the fair Irina Kolyana, has been these past nights bitten by a vampire. For over 400 years, this creature has drained the lifeblood of my people. Now, my dear Irina languishes and dies from an unholy wound caused by this vile beast. He has become too powerful to conquer. So I say to you, give us up for dead, and encircle this land with the symbols of good. Let holy men call upon their power, that the devil may be contained within. The walls of weeping Barovia leave our... contained within the walls of weeping Barovia. Leave our sorrows to our graves, and save the world from this evil fate of ours. There is much wealth entrapped in this community. Return for your reward after we are all departed for a better life. Kolyan Indirovich, Burgomaster.
Well, you
Good
heard the guy, and I turn back around towards
Great.
the
Gates closed.
boss.
Can you read the beginning of that?
So do you start making your way into the fog?
The Hail thee of Might and Valor.
More. Keep going.
I, the Burgomaster of Barovia, send to you honor. With
Dance,
despair,
I
my
can't
adopted
forge
daughter,
his
the fair Irene, blah blah blah,
Can you
has.
pull, okay. Would you please pull out the other note you got?
It was the same.
It
woman.
started
Is
very. It's the
It's
same woman. So
Irene.
apparently, what her affliction was she
Oh,
prevented by.
read the
To be
beginning.
clear,
Hail
there
to
is
thee,
something
my
I should
mom.
clear up on. This is my apologies as well.
This might be
Besides
the thing that I
blatant.
noticed.
So the letter you received had a very ornate wax
Like seal.
seal. Very ornate. Didn't recognize it. Didn't know.
Trying
This
to
one
see
you
if
just
it's
found
right.
has a big old B. There's a,
Oh. Can
Okay. was
I do an
confused, but-
investigation
but
to see if the writing matches? Because it says
you don't
it's
need to.
They
Those
don't.
are that's different handwriting.
Okay.
I believe that the letter I received is a fraud.
Oh.
Oh.
If this is the true Burgomaster saying stay away
Well, the one you got says, "I, a lowly servant of the burgomaster."
of
Written by two-
Barovia.
Oh.
But they're signed the same person.
Read
Same name, different person.
Hail to thee of might and valor, I, a lowly servant of Barovia,
Mhm.
send honor to thee.
Keep reading them.
We plead for thy so desperately needed assistance.
Keep going.
The love of my life, Irene, blah blah blah,
That's
has
what-
been afflicted
That's
with
what
evil
caught me. If it's by the same person, that one, he calls her.
The love of
Well,
my
you
life
see this,
versus
but-
the sister.
The writing's different. These were written by two different
I know,
people.
but didn't you say they were signed by the same person?
Yes, but the same person didn't write them, is what I'm
I
saying.
know.
He's pointing out.
I'm
One
pointing
says
out
the love of
hearing,
my
yeah,
life,
that's what
Irina.
caught me.
The other
Oh,
one says
okay,
my
okay.
adopted daughter, Irina.
Yeah,
Yes.
That's
So
why I'm
whoever
saying.
was forging
that's
it
why
was not
this
doing a good
one-
job of role playing.
But wait, if this is saying she was bitten by a vampire, could a vampire consider her to be his love of life?
I once read these really bad books one time.
About a vampire.
Because these are
About
clearly
a
not
vampire.
written by the same person, though they're signed by the same person.
I'm gonna feel around the body, search
Yeah,
the
go ahead.
possessions he has on him.
Yeah. Go ahead and do investigate.
I'm like, I don't think I can fix vampire bites.
Yet.
Actually, the
That's not very comforting
Oh,
because
so
it's
you
not
start-
a
you start
situation
feeling
we're in
around.
right now.
You feel the tears in his clothes, in his flesh. You can feel that he is pretty much half buried in dirt. But not like someone tried to bury him, like
Wiping my hands on the grass.
Upon seeing
with
him
nothing else.
look at the
Whoever
body,
this person was, very cheap, commoner clothes, had this letter.
Okay.
upon seeing him investigate the body more, I would like to as well.
Go ahead.
You'll do better. Hopefully.
I mentioned to you possibly a messenger
19.
might have been the
carrying
actual.
the letter.
Definitely dead.
Most likely.
All he had was the letter.
Okay, so nothing on him other
Yeah,
than clothes
besides
and
it's
leather.
torn. Which, besides that, they are ruined. They were not in great shape before. There's like moth
When you-
holes and such
when
in
you
them
searched them,
already.
did you
So
unbury
this might have
him
been
all the
a,
way?
but this might have been a
Leave
messenger.
him half buried.
I
So
would
the
have
Burger
probably
King is still alive.
He's half buried in a.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Oh, in a bush, not on the ground.
He's 15 feet off the roads, barely buried in dirt,
Okay.
but not in the sense of someone tried to bury him.
I would
you saw it
probably
look
have
like.
pulled him out to fully check him.
Buried not in the noun, but buried in the.
And
Just a lot of dirt.
Yeah.
upon finding nothing, I don't have a shovel or anything.
Oh, I don't. Do I? Wait.
An explorer's pack doesn't have a shovel.
I could use.
No,
my
I
hands.
don't.
Why? What do you need, Doug?
I was going to give him a proper
Oh.
grave,
Oh.
or
I do
proper
not have-
burial.
Imagine Tornek's like, yep, I was about to say that.
Explorer's pack. I don't think one's in there.
No. You got a mess kit. I don't want to use that as a shovel though.
Just a pot.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna start using my hands and just.
Excuse me. You just sat on my dice.
So as you guys start digging into the ground to try and just give this guy proper burial,
I'm not digging, by the way. I'm
Really?
standing sort of behind them, keeping.
Wait a
your-
second, we need to give something to the family
That's
so they
because-
can recognize us. We
Because
cut off
all
the
of you
face.
hear a lone wolf. Just,
Can I do a perception check to see if I can estimate how far away? around
Certainly.
that was?
We're like, do you recognize this guy? And we hold up just the severed head, or just the face, the skin removed.
12.
12? Not too close,
Okay.
but it howled.
Yeah, okay.
Seconds later, a different howl, closer, and then the first one again.
Okay,
Closer.
That's what I mentioned to
yeah,
you.
we
Perhaps
should-
they found food.
Or us.
Oh.
Or food.
These
Or
two
us.
keep
The
these
body.
two keep howling, as it seems they're slowly getting closer.
They're getting closer. Let's
Then
go
you
now.
hear a third
This is
in
getting,
another direction.
Now,
Howl.
let's go
This
now.
is getting too close to a shenanigans.
I grab Grace and drag her back to the road.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to just start heading back.
We
to
are
the
like
road,
95%
facing
going
Yeah, I
out.
mean it was only
Yeah.
15 feet off the
There
road.
will be a shenanigans.
So you guys
Things
hop on the
continue
road.
in this fashion.
And the now 4 wolves are still howling and getting closer.
Do we move or do
So
we
once we
stand
got
and fight?
inside the gates, is this like a town of sorts, or
No, you passed gates and had more
or
wood.
road?
Yeah, more road and woods. It went for a ways and then seemed to turn slowly to the left, and that's where you saw his body
And
or
is there
smelled
still
his
more
body.
fog further on the road?
There's more,
need
but
these right-
but as you're hearing all these noises and you're looking around, you're noticing it is almost a thick wall of fog behind you. While ahead of you is a dense fog, you can perceive that it does go somewhere and then disappears. While
Okay.
behind you, it's almost blatantly you turn around, nothing.
So as we're moving, the fog is almost
That's
following us.
at least what he for sure has noticed by now, because twice he went "Nyeh," and it was a wall of fog behind him.
Straight up Dark Souls.
But as you get to the
Campaigns
road
like
and
the
that
Dark
fourth
Souls of
wolf
Dungeons
calls,
and Dragons.
it is abundantly clear these are not normal sounding wolves. These are deeper, longer, and louder.
Getting
The
my
situation's
mace,
getting a
getting
little
my
dire,
shield.
And the fifth joins the howling as they seem to be almost upon you.
Is there anything around the road to kind of hide behind or in? No,
It is
nothing.
the woods from the howling. The howling's coming from the woods and the road ahead of you.
Okay.
Incoming shenanigans.
If, how are we playing drawing the weapon? If I say I had my bow out, if I drop it, can I free action pull out my short sword? Or
Yeah,
would it be a
if
bonus
you
action?
it would be if you drop, you can pull for free.
Okay, then I want to actually sheath my sword and pull out my short bow. So that if something comes like drawn ready,
Sorry.
that if
Mhm.
something shows up, I'm ready to fire.
I'm going to.
So you guys all just stay there, bundle up together in
are-
face.
I asked, are we standing
I
and
actually
fighting
move
and
in
no
front
one
of
says
Grace.
anything?
Okay, so you asked, are we standing and
So
fighting?
This
Yeah.
tiny drow is now standing in front of the giant for wolves.
So
And-
I have to
Defensively,
see it
we're
Awesome.
half.
I'm going to cast Bless.
Marcos.
Okay.
I am getting my. I'm gonna mage armor.
That's a good.
So you guys all just kind of Avengers the
And
shit.
I
yeah.
answer you saying, yes, the wolves would take us on the move or not.
And I sort of face towards wherever the closest howl is coming from, whatever direction.
All right. So as you all are standing there slowly,
So bless, bless, bless.
13.
Okay.
is bless not concentration?
It is to concentration.
Then
But
How
it's
many
up
target? You can do
3.
3, right?
3,
Yeah,
correct.
yeah. Okay, sorry.
What
That's
does
my
it
bad.
do?
It gives you a D4 on all attack rolls and saving throws.
So it's essentially like
That's pretty nice.
inspiration, a low level
Um,
inspiration.
But as you guys are
Is it
looking,
one time only?
kind of
No, it's for a minute.
searching
Ooh.
around
Oh.
ye selves, you see slowly from the forest, the thick forest, piercing, glowing red eyes are coming from behind trees. Slowly. They've stopped howling
So they aren't
because they're here.
visible, just their
You
eyes.
see their eyes. as
Okay,
they're
so
like,
that'd be like
the- it-
disadvantage to shoot, right?
yeah. They're
Okay.
in the fog, but they're
Okay.
slowly. And these eyes are not low and close. They are
Yeah.
up high and
Tordex having flashbacks. Okay, so I don't know if you remember this, how when I was playing my cleric in the other campaign, we went up against wolves, glowing eyes, first round. It was like attack, instant death, and it was like, oh, These were the wrong level.
These are the wrong wolves.
Oh no, because it's like attack 1, 3/4 health,
Great
attack 2.
point of what I should check for you guys.
After you check, I want
You're
to
following
try
a
something.
you're following a pre-made.
Yeah, no, I am.
I have a question for you, DM. Does any
You die.
Dead.
brightness of light would help against fog or no?
No.
Okay.
It would actually
But you wouldn't know!
realistically
I know,
make
but
it worse.
I'm asking because as a drow I can innately cast dancing lights.
I can also cast
Yeah, these
light,
creatures are
but it just light and fog is bad.
damn near 10 feet big. They
Oh,
are
wow. So are they large?
large.
They are.
And they're slowly coming from the fog, surrounding you.
Well,
But not
looks
getting
like-
in front of you. Not the rest of the
And I
road. They're
kinda-
coming from the sides and even trying to come between you and the wall of fog. But they don't block the road ahead, and they slowly move in and growl.
what killed the kid.
They all start like nipping and barking and growling at you. But they don't leap in to attack.
We are officially at one shenanigans.
Can I do animal handling to see?
Yeah, you can try and calm them.
Yeah,
Something.
because I almost want to tell them, like, almost in a weird
how,
way.
How close are they to us now?
They're giving you guys about 10 feet.
Okay,
Tell
They-
them
they
we'll
come
give
out-
them a
they're
Alright.
within my.
Tell them we'll give
barely
them the
come
dead
out.
body
They
if they
barely
leave us
come
alone, okay?
I will-
Insight
'Cause
check just to try and determine what their
Well,
intent
let me
is.
Animal
let me
handling.
do something real quick.
Okay.
I can talk to beasts. They can understand me, but obviously I can't understand them back.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, I want to try to tell them. Surely there's got to be an easier prey than us. We're 5 grown people who have weapons. So. Yeah, I've had better.
We're friends here in the forest.
12.
So you say that, and you're trying to like be calm, say like hunt something else, peace. As you sort of say this, do you actually just say this, or is it more like magical?
Jurassic World.
Well, it's through me being a
Furbolg.
Is it me being a furbolg or me being
I
a
think
druid?
it's Furbolg. It's Furbolg. That
No,
gives
because
you
I get druidic as a druid. I get
the innate ability is Furbolg.
yeah. Then it's through my furbolg abilities that I can talk to beasts. And
So
they
it's
can
almost more like
understand me.
like Furbolg speak.
Yeah.
And as soon as you're done, one of them just barks and nips at you again and growls, while another one howls.
How
And
close
then
did
the
that
dis-
one get? Because if it got within range.
No, it's 10 feet.
Okay.
10 feet. But they're slowly closing in. That one just, as you say this, one barks, and they all kind of rah, 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 and another one howls. And back in the woods, you hear.
That seems
like-
too many. Let's slowly back away.
When she's talking this, I'm hearing Dory and Finding Nemo in my head. I'm like, you cannot speak, dire
And these
wolf.
wolves are slowly closing in as such.
I now have a hand against me, pushing against like your stomach, I guess.
Yeah.
So trying to
Just
move us
pushing you back.
along the
Yeah.
path.
While keeping myself between her and the wolves. as
And
best I
I'd be
can.
like right next to you, bow drawn, ready to fire at anything.
So
if
you
it
guys
tries to
kind of
move
like
it.
slowly back away.
Yeah, I
I-
say in common, the pack is larger than they're letting on. And I take a step back.
I agree.
So you guys start taking some steps back, and as you do, they are slowly walking, but they're not keeping up. And the wall of fog almost
Right.
envelops
Then
them,
I
and you
will
just
roll-
see
Can I
their
do an
eyes.
Insight. Both of us.
Go for it.
Because my characters, me, thinks it sounds like they're hurting us, but
15.
that is a 21.
Yeah,
They're definitely hurting us in a direction.
these animals have all pretty much come to the road, and you hear the howling in the woods next to you,
But not behind
but
us.
not
the
further.
direction we were
Yeah,
headed.
not further
I'm not
west.
sure if this is good or bad, but they seem to be hurting us.
And
towards
as
a certain
like as I
direction.
said, as the wall kind of envelops them, as they just keep slowly following you,
How much
only
you
their
wanna-
eyes are visible.
What do you think the chances are that that direction is water deep?
I doubt it.
Very little.
Highly doubt it.
If we continue where they want us to go, we won't have to fight them. But who's to say going where they want us to go isn't worse?
Well, would you rather stay here and fight at least 20 large wolves?
No.
It's either certain death
Rectification.
or...
You say, wait, not at least
Nope.
20 more wolves.
20 more wolves.
Then, with that, I'm going to put away the bow, pull out the sword, and just keep backing away,
Okay.
keeping an eye on the eyes.
Yeah, as
I
you
guess.
guys kind of get further away from them, eventually you don't see their eyes in the fog anymore.
This is
They're
exactly
definitely
why I
still
don't
there.
like being an adventurer.
I mean,
We're
you
not
could
sure
hear
anymore.
When we
the
kind of
occasional
decided
howl.
that we needed to be, I'm literally gonna turn around, trust that you got my back in a weird way, and
Yeah.
look forward.
Okay, so you go forward. Are you guys still moving sort of slowly?
Well, if we
Faster,
already
probably. I think. I think
You're
probably,
actually like, well.
no, like walking speed. Like before,
Yeah.
it was like slowly walking away, and then we kind of probably picked up a little bit of speed, and
Yeah.
then we eventually got to walking once they were out of.
So as you guys keep walking,
well,
for
it seems
ways.
like we handled that one, Shenanigans Squad.
there's
What did you just
that
call
is
it?
great that you just said that because there is a loud howl, and you all start hearing a constant, like many paws hitting cobblestone from the fog.
from
As-
where we were headed.
From behind you.
Okay,
From
so
where the-
where
You're
we
heading
were
west.
left.
They're coming from the east.
East. Okay, so where we were.
Yes,
like,
there's a loud howl, and you hear wolves, and just.
Okay, run time now.
You guys start running.
I turn around.
Or wait, we're hearing. Are
You're
we also
hearing-
hitting hooves as well, or is it just?
No,
It's
sorry,
claws.
that's just my
Claws.
bad.
Claws.
Yeah,
No, I do
paws
understand
hitting
that.
cobblestone. Yeah,
30 is my
multiple,
normal walking
multiple.
speed. Is it the same for you?
that should be. I
Or
think
is-
he's
or
the only
are
Oh,
one.
I
you-
thought you as a monk would have a little bit.
Because there was a slight suspicion of like, oh
Level
shit,
two,
is that
I
like a
get
horse
additional
carriage?
attention.
No.
And those are kind of
Yeah,
I
this
think I
is
was before in my-
So I got
just
low
this is
seven.
just at least 5
Make me
giant
push
wolves
Yeah.
on the
I
road
might take
behind you.
mobile.
Yeah.
And as you
What does that
all
mean?
just start
Plus
running,
10
just trying to
movement
keep
speed
up with the slowest
and
person,
Opportunity attacks.
you never
so
see them. They don't seem to leave the fog, but you hear them constantly behind you.
So we're running now.
Yeah, you guys just
Yeah.
pretty much. I'm assuming not leaving him behind.
No, we're running at
Just like his speed, and you're
Part
all
of
just
me
constantly looking.
Really wants to just pull out one of the darts you get as a monk and just chuck it behind me and see what happens. But I don't want to
Engage.
engage.
Initiate.
Yeah, as you're going along, to some of you, as you're kind of running, you're like, they should have been able to catch up with us by now. Those were giant fucking wolves.
They seem to be very patient wolves.
But eventually,
I'm in the back.
after
And I'm in the back now. I'm
after
still keeping Grace in front
some
of me.
minutes of running, the forest ends, and you are in a clearing of a valley. Big surprise. You can tell that the trees have ended, and there's still fog, but it is now much more open space to see with this fog, and the road straightens out, and you can almost see dim lights off in the distance, a ways away. And as soon as you left the forest, you hear them slow down and just howl and leave.
Perhaps that messenger didn't make it far because of them.
But perhaps he didn't make it far because he was going the opposite direction. If he was heading east, they would have stopped him. It seemed like he was trying to get out with that message.
That's what I was saying.
And the wolves in this place are really weird. Most wolves just go because they're hungry. These ones seem to work or something.
Yeah, their eyes were glowing red. Those were not natural. In all your years,
Yeah.
you haven't seen red
In a
eyes
while.
glowing.
It's been at least a year or so. Like there were those glowing-eyed bats. There was a glowing-eyed woman. There was a glowing-eyed guy.
then-
Actually, glowing eyes are pretty common now that I think about it.
But not in wolves.
So what do you guys do?
So you said there's
You can, through the
Lights.
fog, see very few lights far in the distance, just barely piercing this thick
that's it's
fog.
a town. Perhaps that's Barovia. But if it is,
So you continue?
either way, do we want to head towards the lights?
Yeah.
I want to head back towards the wolves.
And then you look back behind you.
Choice.
Thick wall of fog right at the forest.
Like that impenetrable.
I don't like
Yeah.
I can't see,
fog.
never mind.
The thick wall of fog.
I get this. I've never been an adventurer before, but I feel like sentient fog is a thing that exists in this world. I don't like you, fog.
I don't like you, fog.
Then I suppose we.
That'd be real funny.
So you continue onward?
Yeah.
Giant
All right.
fog wolf.
I would say I at least would be cautiously.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You guys now taking a moment to breathe and slow down. Nothing's hounding you. Ha. But you continue on slowly, cautiously, now keeping like an eye out. You guys can go ahead and roll perception checks just to listen and hear, look around you.
10. 17.
You hear. You see.
14. Passive.
16.
As you guys are progressing along, it is quiet. You don't hear the wolves anymore. You go along. The road, no longer cobblestone, is a gravel road. You follow this road towards the lights. The gravel road leads to a village. Its tall houses, dark as tombstones. Nestled among these solemn dwellings are a handful of closed-up shops. Even the tavern is shut tight.
I got it.
Red rugged rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Yep.
Fuck you.
I think I'm gonna.
You're gonna do what?
You guys
I'm gonna sit to that.
move in. See these lights that were emanating from certain windows as you almost enter the town. Shutters close.
Before we go into town, could I have disguised self to appear 3 feet shorter and more human-like?
Certainly, you just. Ooh.
Come on, stay around.
How do we even know people who live here are human?
But as you.
At this point, I
We go into a
reach in my
town, that's
pack
what I
and
do.
pull out a cloak with a hood and put it on.
As you enter this town, again, everything
And
is
stand
closed
behind
up,
her.
closed, shut tight.
Which you still do.
Any
small,
lights
right?
you saw
Yeah.
as you almost enter town, you see figures behind, and then they close their shutters and everything. However, you do hear a soft whimpering. It draws your eyes toward a pair of children standing in the middle of an otherwise lifeless street.
I would approach them.
Yeah, one is crying.
I would. Just,
One is smaller and crying, and the other one's sort of just patting them and looking around.
I'll kneel down next to him and ask what's wrong.
After shushing the boy, there's a girl. It's a boy and a girl. The boy is smaller, the girl's a little taller. The girl turns to you and she says, "There's a monster in our house!" She then points to a tall brick row house that has seen better days. Its windows are dark. It has a gated portico on the ground floor, and the rusty gate is slightly ajar.
Grace, let's go.
The houses on either side are abandoned, their windows and doors boarded up. So it's just this one house in between other abandoned houses.
I start heading towards there with Grace. So,
Oh.
Is there
Well,
anywhere?
No, that's I hold you tight.
He starts walking towards the house the kids pointed to.
Is there anywhere you could stay and wait until we can deal with this monster for you?
They say, "We'll wait here. Please, can you hurry? Walter's upstairs." And the little kid's crying.
Who's
What kind
Walter?
My little brother.
Grace.
With
Turning
that,
at you.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, stay here. We'll be back.
I will
They-
guard the
they
children.
And the little boy like sniffles and rubs his nose. He's holding a little doll. Creepy looking because it's like one big button, one small button, and patched together. But he's holding on tight. He's holding on to that doll, and he rubs his nose. And the older sister's like holding on to him and nods.
With that, a little mouse will come out of my pack and run down my arm, and I'll be like, "Here, this is Muffins. You can play with him while we're gone."
They both just kind of look at the mouse and look at you. And little boy's a little more interested. As the girl's kind of like,
I scratch it. Do you want to pet it?
they pet it.
It's
Sweet
very
family.
friendly. Yes. I get a pet mouse because I'm
I
an urchin.
remember what you said.
So you kind of drop the mouse, and they kind of like the little boy's playing with it. He seems fully distracted. The little girl's smiling, but like looking at the house and just
And
patting her
I
brother.
give her a set of rations.
You
just
hand the
in
food,
case
she
they
takes it
need
and says,
food.
"Thank you."
While
Please
you're
hurry.
appeasing the children, we're kind of at the door.
You guys go.
We're at the door, and I'm holding on to you to make sure you don't
Don't
just go
worry.
in, and
It's like, I
I'm
need
waving
to.
you guys to
And
come
with
in.
that, after
I look to
make
the
sure
kids. I'm
that-
like,
I'm
don't
gonna
worry,
be
we're
in the
professionals.
back.
We do this
behind
all the
with
time.
kids,
Thank
and,
you.
like,
We handle these kind of shenanigans.
don't speak for everybody.
Are you actually
and then-
staying outside?
He's the newest
I
member
feel
of
like
Shenanigans.
character-wise, I would.
Oh,
Are you? So you're like, "Good luck."
I'm
just
gonna
staying
protect
out there.
the kids.
Good luck. I'm going to be
Also,
rushing
most
to
of my
catch up with
spells
you
that I
guys.
have are not useful.
What about your
Oh, it's weird.
So my repaired stuff.
Oh, don't feel on it. That just makes it worse.
No, I didn't touch it,
Mage
but just
armor,
that
mage
like
hand,
tooth.
shield, sleep.
There's no tooth.
I suppose I could go shield on somebody. Oh wait, no, that's reaction for
I
myself.
remember when I got
Yeah,
rid of
I have
my
nothing that can
braces,
really help
it's
this
like
encounter unless I'm
for like
What about
really
your cantrips?
small. You know, it's like
Yeah.
it's so smooth.
I gotta help this guy.
My
Do you have? There are
cantrips
cantrips
mage
you
hand,
can attack
light, and
with.
friends.
You took literally no offensive abilities?
Take a different one. Switch something out so you have something you can attack
Firebolt's,
with
I think, one of
on
the
a
best
cat. Yeah,
attacking
Firebolt
cantrips.
is a simple one.
Firebolt, and then Ray of Frost is even useful.
Ray of Frost is good. Frostbite. Frostbite's a really good one if you want to be sort of helpful as well.
I know
'cause
who's
it-
not getting blessed on attack rolls.
If you can take Frostbite, I don't know. It's
I know,
part
you
of
blessed
the
him.
elemental evil. But Frostbite, if you can do it. You know what? Let me check
Ray
before I
of
tell
Frost
you.
is a D8 and it lowers their movement speed by 10 until your next
Firebolt's
turn.
a D10, but it doesn't
Yeah,
do anything
it
extra.
doesn't
But it's
do
got
it.
amazing range, it's like 90 or 120. or
Let me
something like
just check something.
Fire.
Fireball.
You
I-
can, you can take Frostbite.
I'll go Firebolt.
Frostbite does a D6, but it gives disadvantage to the next weapon attack.
Then I'll get rid of. I'll take Firebolt and I'll get rid
Okay.
of.
When I took my bard, everything I made, I took to
I'll get rid of.
take them down. Not so much
Mage
damage as
Hand.
much as disadvantage. You're slower and shit like that.
Well, like, even if you only had spells that did that, that would also be
Yeah.
helpful. Just
Yeah,
because you don't
it's-
do offensive stuff
Yeah.
doesn't
But
mean you're not
he
useful.
had Friends, Mage Hand,
Friends
Facilitation,
is very specific situation, and it's no good if you can't change what you look like.
And then-
because it only lasts for 1 minute, and then they know
know
they were
you.
charmed or messed with, and they're hostile. They are mad. It lasts for literally a minute, and
Unless
I was thinking
they're-
like character-wise, I would have it.
It-
The kind of guy I am.
it's really good for if you really need to get into a place and you're willing to suffer that person being
Or their
after
enemy.
you. Yeah, or an enemy be like, hey, over there. Because all it really does is give advantage to charisma check. So they just like you a little more. But the moment that minute's up, they're mad.
Yeah,
so
you
like,
usually
I'm
have
going to
a
use it to
disguise
sneak in.
and then you
Yeah,
say
that's
it.
I have Larry was freely able to change his appearance.
Is that because he was a...
All right, I'll take Friends off and
Yeah.
I'll go Mage Hand.
So-
I was looking at the
I
notes,
would
but
do
that's
that.
cool.
He like to get into town. I changed how he looked first off. Went up, did friends. Like, oh yeah, come on in. Then unchanged how he looked to normal.
So
And they'd
now
all be
they're
like
mad.
looking for the wrong person angrily afterwards, and that was the end of it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how you use Friends.
Friends is a very specific situation, or
Yeah.
if you can change your appearance freely, kind of like you can. Right? Yours is freely, or is it once a
It's
day?
freely.
Once a
It's
day,
like, yeah, it's once a
Once a day.
short
Alright,
or long
so yes,
rest.
Okay.
good.
Okay, so now
Okay, so you have something offensive. That doesn't mean you have to go inside. It's just
Huh?
Yeah, so like character-wise, I would be
Yeah.
like, not an adventurer.
okay. So you're like,
I don't know
I'll
what the fuck this
I'll
monster
hang out
is.
with the kids. So Dawson
Yeah.
says he'll stay with the kids.
Which I mean, also, if there is a monster around, I'm like, and there's no parents near
I feel like
these
this is
kids.
the argument you're giving. Like, if there's a monster and their parents aren't here.
Yeah, I mean, both in and out of character though, because like out of character is like, well, it wouldn't make sense. Like,
Mhm.
you wouldn't want to leave children by themselves. But also, very good excuse to not to stay with the children.
All right. Gates slightly ajar.
Yeah, there,
We're-
there's
We're at the
there's
door
like
of the
there's
house.
like
Oh, you're already at the
there's
house?
like there's
Yeah.
a little gate and like 5 foot by 10 feet patio of sorts, and then the main double doors.
So are you guys on the patio?
We are
I
in
would
front
say
of the double doors.
we would be near the patio, and that's what I would have held you, and I would have been vigorously waving for you guys to come
And
over.
that's when I
All
would
right.
move up, sword drawn.
So all of you move up. Doors unlocked.
Bless.
You enter.
Me this
The
time?
3 of them.
Yeah, it's
All
the
three
three
of
of
us.
them.
Yeah.
And the 4 of you enter the premises. Dawson.
Mm-hmm.
So you're sitting with the kids,
Yeah.
and they're messing around. The little boy's messing with the mouse that he left. The girl's kind of just holding on to the rations and
Snaps its neck.
looking at the house, kind of looking at you. And as they're staring at the house, you notice the buildings behind you are covered in fog. The path you came is fog. And it's getting closer. And closing in on you. To the point where now the buildings behind you can't even see. The neighboring houses are slowly disappearing.
Hey, kids?
The little boy is still...
Kids? Have you... What's the deal with the fog around here?
Moving in. She goes, what do you mean?
The fog is getting really close and very thick, and is it safe to be outside?
It's safer than in there! She points at the house, and now the fog is slowly enveloping you. I need you to do something for me. You immediately start having trouble breathing.
Okay.
Give me a Constitution save.
Oh, that's great. Mages are great at those.
Yeah, I know this. That's why I'm making you do it.
And Dawson was never seen or heard from again.
What's your con?
That's
not saves.
That's 9.
9? So you... and you feel drained. You're feeling tired, almost exhausted, you could say.
But I haven't done anything today.
And as it comes over you, the fog is so thick that you can't see the kids now. You can't even see your hand in front of your face.
Are you kids?
And as you're now like, kids? Are you like stumbling and waving for them, or
Little mouse that they gave the kids? Can you like cheep or something, or like?
are you just standing in the fog?
I'm like,
I was gonna ask, do we hear him panicking? Got it.
Are you just standing in the fog?
uh.
As it slowly is choking you and draining you.
Well, I mean, I'd also be worried about the kids. Like, do I hear them choking and?
You can't see anything, and as you're trying to talk, you're just kids. Like you are choking, draining.
Do I hear them dying as well, though?
You don't hear anything else. You hear your own
All right,
heartbeat.
I start moving out of the fog, but as I do the commence invisible man search thing from Harry
so you
Potter.
start doing this,
Yeah, like,
walking forward,
yeah.
and you feel a gate. As you grasp the gate of the house. As the fog is slowly, as now you're taking a breather, moving in closer. And closer.
Okay. Hey guys, I guess I'm coming inside. The kids might be dead. Your mouse might be dead. Sorry, let's go.
You throw open the gate and burst in the door.
We're all dead.
You guys are all dead. Make new characters.
I knew you couldn't avoid shenanigans.
Is it this time?
Is it time?
It's time to begin, isn't it? Boop. Let me see here. You guys have entered right there. Now I will describe shit. Go ahead and pile these things up. Yeah, this is the gate that he literally is now just bursted in while you guys were in that room.
I'm at the door.
Now I will
Over
describe. Yeah, that's actually a room. You guys have entered the house.
I know. I'm at the door. Next door.
So this
I
room,
will be
let me
up close to.
let me describe what you're dealing with here. Okay. Let me just tell you what you are dealing with.
Are you designing your mage?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I want him to look like.
So as you guys enter,
Yeah, well, the dragon.
The best he can.
They don't have Dragonborn. They have half dragon.
this is
Maybe
a
because Dragonborn's copyrighted or something.
a grand foyer. Hanging on the south wall, which is straight in front of you. Your north, if you're visually right now. On the south wall is a shield emblazoned with a coat of arms, a stylized golden windmill on a red field, flanked by framed portraits of stony-faced aristocrats.
Kind of like Haunted Mansion situation.
Practically. All along that wall. I know it's hard to see, but I dotted yellow.
Aha!
Mahogany framed double doors
I
leading
see.
from the foyer to the main hall are set with panes of stained glass.
Pretty.
So that one has stained glass. You guys continue on?
We can kind of see
Yeah, I
through
go
it,
to the
right?
next room and
It's like that weird distorted, but yeah, and there's no light in here.
I was gonna say, are there shadows moving? But then you say there's no light.
like absolute darkness.
As in.
You wouldn't know, no.
I do the clap on the shield.
Oh, your
I
shield
cast
glows?
light.
Okay, okay.
I can cast light on things.
Okay.
Do we not all have dark vision?
No.
Oh.
Yes, technically.
Let me just read
Oh, wait,
something
But
really
no, you
quick.
don't. You can't see up to 30 feet.
But
You do see, like in this room by that door, there is an oil lamp, but nothing is lit. And as you try to look through, it is dark further in the house.
I'm going to stealth to move quietly at least.
Go for it.
I will take off my shield and arm myself with
That's a
I
natural
go up
20,
and shut
so
the door.
26.
Door is so you start getting quiet
Did you catch me?
as the blind guy just throws open the door because it's unlocked.
Did you catch me saying you think your mouse is dead though?
You're outside
Right now.
inside.
Are you with the group now? No, he said he came through the door
Oh.
at least.
No, I was like, I
He
can't
came
go into the
through
gate, I
because
guess.
He wanted to be part of the shenanigans, even though he said.
I do not want any part in these shenanigans.
I'm going to do this.
I don't think we need that because I don't think the wind's strong enough.
If you didn't want to be part of the shenanigans squad, why did you join?
I will do that. There's a hallway there.
after I do that, after I open that door, I'm
Is
actually
he
gonna take.
exhausted now?
Yeah, you have a level of exhaustion.
So all skill checks and attack. Or is
No,
it
just
skill?
just skill checks
Just skills.
are
Stairs going upstairs.
Disadvantage.
yeah. Sorry, these
Eric,
go up.
I am going to take a moment after I open the door to do a hearing perception check.
Okay.
To see if I can
Like,
hear another person. 'cause
after
they said
I
that there's
enter-
someone else in here.
Go for it.
After I enter the house again, though, I like poke my head out of the house and flip off the fog some more.
19.
The fog is staying literally like thick, right beyond the gate. 19.
Mhm.
As you listen, there's nothing besides your companions behind you.
Grace, I don't hear anything in here.
Okay. Then I take a first step in.
Step inside.
Yeah, I'm already inside.
Let's see. A wide hall runs the width of the house
That was
with a
great.
black marble fireplace at one end. That's
That's
that
not-
awkward thing behind you. Right there, yeah. And a sweeping red marble staircase at the other.
Red marble. Holy
I'm
have
sorry I
12
didn't
for-
write.
I have 12 for stealth.
Mounted on the wall above the fireplace is a longsword with a windmill cameo worked into the hilt. The wood-paneled walls are ornately sculptured with images of vines, flowers, nymphs, and satyrs. Let's see. The decorative paneling follows the staircase as it circles upward to the second floor.
I kind of say quietly to the rest of you, like, we should secure this floor before going up in case.
Is there a door right on that? Okay.
There's a door there. There's
Two
two
doors here
doors
and a
and a
hallway
hall.
right there.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, I didn't
That's
mean to
right.
break the room, so
No
I just
worries.
meant to move it to show the doors.
Okay, well, how should we do this?
Should be
I say as I turn over here and put my hand on the door.
Again, there's that fireplace there with what looks like usable firewood. There are oil lamps and his glowing shield. So you guys do have light in here.
I will, Druidcraft, light the fireplace.
Fireplace.
Does
Lights up.
has anyone mentioned how dark it is in here?
there's no natural lighting.
But now there's a
Like,
No,
fireplace.
I'm
like
saying
how we
like,
audibly
did
said-
anyone? Oh, you did.
She would have just. He did say something when he cast.
I think I
light.
probably would say like need a little light, you
And
know,
then-
tap tap.
Oh, is it dark in here?
There's no lights on. There's no natural
Then
lighting.
I, as a drow, will cast dancing lights.
So now we have a lot of light.
Yep.
It's gonna be really funny though as he walks and the lights like hit walls and go.
Should we? The house is only so wide. Should we clear back behind us before continuing forward?
Yeah.
Could I clip a lantern onto my belt? One of those oil
It's
lanterns.
they're not so much lanterns
more
as
like fixtures.
yeah they're built in the wall. They have the you pour the oil in and you light the end of it sort of
Do you
idea.
want a
I
light
think
on you?
other way around.
No, I'm fine.
So this
I was
place is
just
pretty
hoping
run down,
not to
right?
have to
No, actually,
Because I can
that is a
cast
great
light
point.
on
As
the
you're
boat.
as you're observing this area, it's very neat, very clean. It's a very nice, lovely home, just dark.
Oh.
It's
Let's
do.
let's
I like look for
Go up
anything.
the stairs because apparently there's supposed to be like a kid here. Or
I
something.
look for something.
There is a kid
If she wants a
upstairs.
lantern, I'm
Let's
looking
go
for like
find
some
it.
kind of
I'm
small
actually
thing
not
I
so
can
sure.
pick
I
up,
couldn't
use
hear
light on, and
anything.
just give her.
Go ahead and do
I wasn't
perception
necessarily looking for light. I was more looking for oil.
Let's find
Oh.
the kid first. Make
Never
sure.
mind.
check.
it's
You want to do
safe.
your perception check?
Never mind, she was looking for
Okay.
oil, and that's fine.
So, before we go rushing upstairs, though, should we check to make sure nothing's down here?
I'd rather just make go,
Sure,
go
the
and see if
kid's
we can
okay.
find-
Yeah, I agree. We should check to see if the kid's okay.
I'm starting.
But when we did bring this
Can I-
up, he mentioned he didn't hear anybody here.
Can I also
I hear
say
nothing.
the
Yes.
kids
No
appear-
wailing child.
Can I
no
also
roaring monster.
say the kids seemed to disappear after you guys
What?
went inside?
You said you were gonna protect them.
Yeah, I know.
Ow.
And then the fog started killing me because that's a thing that happens here.
Yeah,
Apparently.
you actively feel drained.
Yeah. So
don't kill
they just kind of disappeared when the fog came over me, and I was tried to call to them. No response.
Character, your mouse.
I know.
It's gonna suck if you lost your mouse.
That would suck.
First 5 minutes of the game.
Trying
No
to be a
fun
nice
pets
person.
here.
Yeah.
Just-
Gotta be a nice guy.
No
Fog
pets.
ate my mouse.
No pets.
So
What do you guys
The,
do?
the fog is antagonistic?
yes, but more
It has been
importantly, the
following
kids
us.
might not have been real. Therefore, how do
So
we know the
say
thing
yes.
we're going inside the save is real?
The thing is, if what you're saying is we can't leave because of the fog, so
I'm
we might
saying
as well.
I'm saying it could be a trap and be super on your guard. Isn't
Well,
that
it's
a
not like a bunch of wolves herded us into this very area.
good point?
We kind of already are on our guard.
I'm surprised. Was that sarcasm coming from Grace? Because it sounded like it too.
Sounded like
to-
sarcasm, Grace.
To Lysander, he's a little bit shocked.
Now the
Yes.
fireplace is lit, so there's a nice warm
I just,
glow.
as you say that, I pat your back.
Lower back.
Yeah.
Well, I'm-
and just say I'm proud of you, Grace.
But it's weird. Only to you, you don't understand how weird that looks. Because to everyone else, it kind of looks like you're patting my shoulder. But
Yeah,
you just feel
yeah.
back.
Yeah.
You're like, good girl. You're like,
Because it's only an illusion, right? So I still see
You
her
can
as-
physically, if you
as-
physically touch me,
Yeah.
you know.
technically know.
Yeah, I can see you as normal.
Yeah.
So to me, you're not changed at all.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned that. Alright, so then let's go upstairs then.
Continue upstairs.
Well, still leading the way, using my bonus action as I move to bring the 4 lights with me. At this point, I just merge them into one light. Because I can do that, and now it's a medium-sized light that casts bright light up to something.
30 feet, I think.
I'll say.
Let's see, is it this
How's the
one?
stream?
Oh,
Very good. I've been using
I'm sorry,
this
all of you
full
died.
pack to,
No.
Keep
What?
your phone
to
full.
keep my phone
That's
from
his
overheating. Yeah. I've been checking up on that
Well,
because I
I
heard
gave
that
you guys
overheating was
a-
an issue.
Oh, no,
with
never
this
mind.
camera.
So go ahead, whoever went
It
upstairs.
just
I gave you
feels
guys
I
two
keep them
choices,
separate.
right? Pick the wrong one.
No matter which.
Sucks.
They're,
It's still the same
It's
amount
still a
of
10 foot red.
Game's
You
broken.
two head
Dim light with
upstairs.
10 foot
Who else is
Oh,
upstairs?
I am. I'm
I
definitely
am,
sticking with you guys.
Dawson, are you coming upstairs
I
with
just
the whole
have-
group?
I
I'm
just
not
have
staying
the-
by myself.
I'm just keeping the dancing lights, one in front of me, one on each side of me,
Okay, you have a little.
following me. Yeah.
Okay.
Dancing around me.
So you guys climb this stairway to this upper hall, and as you're climbing up, you see the stairs continue again above you
Oh,
to a third floor.
Okay.
Yeah, from outside, this place looked 4 feet or 4 stories
Oh,
tall.
okay.
It's a tall building, thin but tall. Let's see. Unlit oil lamps are mounted on the walls of this elegant hall. Ta-da! Hanging above the mantelpiece is a wood-framed portrait of a family. It's a man, a woman, and 2 smiling children.
All of our backstories.
Wait. What? Sorry.
You
what
said
was
all
that?
2 kids.
There's
and
a
then
framed portrait of a family, a man, a woman, and 2 smiling kids.
Just 2. Are they the kids from outside?
Yes.
Who's Walter then?
Does anybody mention this to me?
I would be inspecting the
Cradled
painting.
in the father's arms is a swaddled baby,
Okay.
which the mother in this painting almost seems to be like trying not to acknowledge the baby.
Jon Snow.
Regards with a hint
The
of
bastard.
scorn. standing suits of armor. Wait, is that the right one? I'm pretty sure that is. I just didn't draw it.
There is a fireplace here.
Yeah, I think I just didn't draw it.
Are these the
Yeah, I just drew them funny.
gray lines here?
Yeah, I was looking at the pictures and I drew them really weird. That's my bad.
That's okay.
It's because I saw those. Okay, never mind. I understand what I did there. Those are suits of armor.
Got it.
Yeah, so
I would
standing
have been very cautious walking past
standing
those
suits of armor flank wooden doors in the east and west walls. Each suit of armor clutches a spear and has a visored helm shaped like a wolf's head. The doors are the doors are carved with dancing youths. These children are dancing. The red marble staircase that started on the first floor continues its upward spiral, and a cold draft can be felt coming down from the upstairs.
I will light this hearth as well.
So you nice warm glow. Okay, this is where you are.
I'm gonna go to some. Are there several doors?
Yeah,
There's also more upstairs.
there are literally two doors to the east and west, because this is south, that's north.
So I go over to this one and I just open the door.
Okay, go on. Move yourself.
All right.
Let me just check.
I'm sort
You're
of.
gonna
Yeah, I've moved
Okay.
to right there.
We'll probably stay near the stairs.
So you're over here.
Yeah, probably near the stairs that go up, whichever side that
Okay.
I'm assuming
Then
it's
what I
inside.
do is I go over to this
Where are
one
you, Marcos?
and I open this door.
Hang on,
I'm
you gotta
gonna-
hear what's inside that
Okay.
one. You
Well,
didn't just.
I will say
This isn't
I will
PUBG
say that
where
I
you open a door and
I
turn
open
around
the
to
door,
open another
and then
door while
if I
it's
look
opening.
in there and there's no monster, then I go to the other one and I just kind of open that door.
Yeah, I'll just do that. Whatever.
Marcos, where are
It's
you?
fine.
This is the bottom of the stairs. Are you
I'm
gonna
staying-
come to the top.
Yeah, I'm climbing up with you guys. I'm staying in the back of the pack.
So,
So you enter this one. You
well,
went-
well, here's the
threw
thing:
it
is
open.
that basically what I'm doing is that I'm seeing a bunch of door. I'm going to a door.
Okay,
I'm
so you
opening
throw
it,
this one open.
and then I just open all the doors. So
All
then
right,
I go to
you
this
go
one.
and
open
throw
it.
this one open.
I will say that if I see a monster, I will not proceed to the next door to open it.
Just, oh hey
That's it.
monster, okay, go open this door.
So you throw open the two doors.
Look in, and then do I see a monster in this one? Okay. Never mind. Oh yeah, they have descriptions.
Let's see. You don't see. No, I'm just a terrible artist because I couldn't see
there.
too well last night. If you enter a room, you can get a better look at stuff.
What,
Excuse me?
what I would like to do is I kind of open the door
Mhm.
and I poke my head in and I just kind of look around to see if
Eric,
there is.
I can tell you
Is there a
that.
door right next to Marcos at the foot of the stairs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
There's also a door right next to you.
So
BT
you
dubs.
what you notice most biggest thing about both of these, there are windows. I didn't draw them because I forgot these ones, but there's
Oh,
windows
this
here
window?
and there's
Is it-
windows.
No, that's a
there.
hearth,
Okay.
I think.
I put my
Yeah,
ear
those
up
are the
against.
windows.
I
Yeah.
put my
Right.
ear up against the door that's right next to me.
You put your ear up. Go ahead and roll perception.
That would be a 6 plus my perception, which isn't that great. That's just a 6.
Just 6. You hear wood.
So tired.
You hear a wooden door. Okay, so you enter that room. Which
Well,
room?
I don't hear a monster.
My
I'm gonna
goodness,
tap the
Claire.
door and
I
not
would help.
go open
I
that
would go
up.
to the room
I
that
know.
he's in.
He's just like and runs into the first door he opened.
Has anybody
At this
ever?
point, I'm gonna go back up over to you because you're next to a door.
So
I'm like internally thinking like that our supposed healer is the one who's flinging themselves into potential
I'm not
deadly
flinging
danger.
myself. I'm going around noisily opening doors.
Yeah, he's not fleeing himself. he's
red
flinging
velvet
doors.
drapes cover the windows of this room. An exquisite mahogany desk
Which
and a
one is
matching
this?
the one you're in.
Oh, sorry.
An exquisite mahogany desk and a matching high-back chair face the entrance and the fireplace, above which hangs a framed picture of a windmill perched atop a rocky crag. Situated in corners of the room are two overstuffed chairs. Floor-to-ceiling bookshelves line the south wall. A rolling wooden ladder allows one to more easily reach the high shelves.
I light this hearth.
Okay, so you light it. This desk does have several items resting atop it. And the books hold hundreds of tomes. covering a
check
range of topics.
under the desk to make sure a child isn't under
So
there.
you peek under the desk. There's nothing under there.
Okay, just
I've gone over to where he is next to
Okay.
that door and pushed him aside.
Okay.
Or pushed him past me into this room, and I open this
You
door.
open that door.
It briefly occurs to me a couple of
Yeah,
seconds
there
after
it
you
is.
do that how did you know that there's a door there?
Or the fact that he
Maybe he was just
threw
like
open,
touch,
he
touch,
ran
touch.
to
Yeah.
the door in the first place.
You, depending on how perceptive you guys are, you notice that I haven't been tapping since we got in here, and I've been mostly at the front. So-
All right, so you throw open that
Whether or not you
door.
guys noticed that.
Are you entering, trying to get a read on things?
I'll go ahead and enter and
So
open this door
using
as
your
well.
abilities of making noise,
Mhm.
you can tell that this room has a pair of beds, and at the foot of each bed is like a foot locker,
Mhm.
and there is a door immediately to your left. As you throw that open,
Mhm.
you can tell that those are servants' outfits and uniforms. This is a closet.
Going into that room, following him in. Are the footlockers locked?
You follow him in.
Yeah.
You go foot lockers. Run up and throw one open. They're empty.
Oh.
But yeah, this place nicely
servants'
maintained
quarters?
still. Yeah, servants' quarters.
Should we go
Easily
the
to
third
determine
floor?
it was a servants'
Yes,
quarters.
let's. Grace, we're going to the third floor. This one's empty.
before I leave the room, can I glance at what was on the desk?
Excuse me.
Certainly. An oil lamp, a jar of ink, a quill pen, a tinderbox, and a letter kit.
Is this oil lamp portable?
Yeah, it's a lamp.
I will hold this lamp.
All right.
Recycle? Yeah, just put them under the sink.
The letter
Yeah.
kit has a red wax candle. Oh, 4 blank sheets of parchment and a wooden seal with the insignia, the windmill.
Oh, so it's a wick mill. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I know I don't see it, but is that the same?
No, it was a B, and the other one was a lot of intricacy.
When you first entered, the shield had a windmill.
No, I meant the seal from one of the letters.
Oh no.
I know,
Well,
I don't
familiar.
see it, but as a player, I want to know if they were okay. They weren't. the
No,
same.
because the one from the actual dude was just a simple B, and the one that he got was an
Was
intricate.
very ornate and intricate. Yeah.
All right.
Including the
He
language.
being
The language is
Spencer.
more flowery than.
Yeah. So
Ben,
that's
is there
that's on top of the desk.
Oh, that's just a window that you went out to look at? Because this little hallway.
Yeah, he
here-
ran into the pretty much where the
Bookshelf
books
area.
are. Into all the
Oh,
books. And
Okay.
what are you doing in there?
Uh,
I might divide turns pretty soon.
okay, so I opened the door.
There is no door.
Oh,
You-
sorry.
you
I
went-
went around.
It's
there.
kind of like a book,
That's a book hall.
like shelf.
Bless you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, those thick brown lines are bookshelves.
Yeah, sorry.
So you.
So you ran into a book hallway.
I just look at her and I'm like, I'm gonna be heading up the stairs now. Okay.
Oh, and then there was nothing. What about this room?
Looks like
He threw it open and no one went in.
Well then,
So you take the lamp from the top of the desk.
and I'll.
You go in there.
I'm looking for a kid, and it's somewhere upstairs.
Gossamer drapes cover the windows of this elegantly appointed hall, which has a brass-plated chandelier hanging from the ceiling. Upholstered chairs line the walls, and stained glass wall hangings depict beautiful men, women, and children singing and playing instruments. A harpsichord with a bench rests in the northwest corner. Near the fireplace is a large standing harp, which looks just like the armor.
Got it.
Alabaster figurines of well-dressed dancers adorn the mantelpiece.
Little Marcos is so cute.
I'll light this hearth and also look under the harpsichord to see if the kid's there.
Okay, so you move over and light up the hearth. As you light up the hearth, you notice something about the dancers on the mantelpiece. As you kind of move in closer, you notice that several of the carvings are just well-dressed skeletons.
I think I would have followed.
But then you turn and look under the harpsichord, nothing.
Okay. I'll come out. Wasn't there more dancing?
Oh.
There's armor.
Or was that downstairs?
Let me make sure. That was this room. The dwarves had carvings of dancing youths in this room. And downstairs, there was wood-paneled walls that ornately sculpted with images of vines, flowers, nymphs, and satyrs that kind of followed the stairway up.
And these youths are just youths? If I look at them more closely.
On the doors?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Well,
on closer look, they're all headless.
13.
13. As you closely inspect, they're not dancing. They're fighting off swarms of bats.
Huh.
That's a good distinction.
Mm-hmm.
Between.
I'll call out for... God.
Lysander?
Lysander.
Yes, Grace? As I wander over to her.
And I kind of got your hand and I kind of stick you onto the... Is it a carving or is it like a painting?
Yeah, the doors
like
are
a
carved.
relief. Yeah, I kind of like...
Go ahead and roll perception. Shouldn't be too hard.
I'm trying to describe it to you.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm all like, what do you think about this?
17.
Yeah, you easily can feel like, okay, there's dancing... And you feel little creatures almost that are carved in, like attacking them almost.
That's
in your mind's eye, and she describes it to you. You're like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
and then I tell you, like on the
that's weird.
mantelpiece with the piano of sorts, there were skeletons as well.
Like actual skeletons?
No, like this.
Okay.
All right.
This is a creepy house.
I agree.
So wait,
Understatement of the year.
all of these.
Did you continue upstairs, or are you waiting with them?
Well, what happened is,
You just said, I'm going upstairs.
yeah, I'm going upstairs.
Okay. No, you go ahead and talk.
All of these, which at first glance seem pleasant, actually aren't. I want to then go to the stairwell where you said there's the stairs and stuff. Can I take a closer look at that?
Go ahead and do perception.
So you're going back downstairs?
Well, just to the stairwell where
It's
was
carved, ornately carved.
15 plus
Your perception?
is I think a 4, so a 19.
It says 2
Um,
on this.
Would you like your...
No, you're right. I was looking at persuasion. Perception.
So, you see the vines, flowers, nymphs, and satyrs, but as you move in and start looking closer, you see serpents and skulls inconspicuously woven into the wall designs.
Okay, so
Like their
everything...
overall designs, as you're kind of looking at it, you notice that one kind of forms a skull. This one actually has a serpent carved in it that was very subtle.
Tara has a dress like that, where it's like, oh, you look at it, it's like, oh, it's a bunch of flowers,
And
and
then
then
you
you
go,
look
"Wait a
at it,
minute."
and they're actually
Yeah.
a bunch of skulls.
Yeah. Okay. For this guy, really quick, you guys don't have to rush. I'm just making sure I reveal the right shit. Oh dear. Whatever. Nope. Oh yeah. I mean, yes. Yes, that's exactly what I meant to do. Do. Oh, fuck that. Whatever. Oh, that's close enough. Yep. So you head on upstairs, dwarf. Trodek, you're upstairs.
Yep.
Upstairs. Jesus Christ. Superstar. Here we are. You climb the red marble staircase to its full height. And as you move up, feeling that cold breeze, as soon as you get to the third flight, it is completely different than the previous 2 floors. It's a dusty balcony with a suit of black plate armor standing against one wall, draped in cobwebs.
So I start looking around. It's just the armor, correct?
Let me make sure. Yeah, and it is... Oh, I didn't draw that one. It is literally right here, like straight in front of you.
Okay.
Standing against that wall.
Okay. I kind of walk this way.
Could you stop for a moment?
Okay.
As soon as you step there, the armor and starts moving towards you. Go ahead and roll initiative, everybody.
Yay! First initiative. Do I get disadvantage on initiative from exhaustion?
It is technically a skill check.
First one was a crit.
Is your initiative your dex?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yay!
I got 13.
Oh, goody.
I crit twice so far, by the way, with my
disadvantage.
disadvantages.
Oh.
So
Someone's fancy.
You're critting so much because you have.
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Spencer's gone.
You gotta stop drinking, man.
Yeah, drunk.
It's already
She's
showing.
had one whole
One.
beer? One whole beer?
Yeah, but
My
he's on
God.
I'm on a ball.
He's on a ball, so it's showing faster.
Yeah, you damn drunk.
Damn dirty drunk.
Alright, let me get out that black
Look
suit
at
of
that.
armor. Look at this ornate black suit of armor.
Wow!
Yeah.
The details!
I know, right?
Holy shit.
You can use the bathroom.
Oh my god.
Nah, it's just well,
Oh wait.
Ah!
So I'm pretty sure I'm going first.
Pretty sure I'm going
I
last.
got
Oh, that's where my thing went. I needed that. I need that.
7.
7.
You were
Oh,
preoccupied.
Hi guys, I don't want to worry you guys too much up here.
It's
No.
not your turn. Don't speak, just feel.
I mean, a quick
This is
Four
what
words
I
with very
potentially
few
want
reactions,
to
isn't
say.
On his
Like,
turn.
It's
But
either good armor or bad armor. I haven't decided
I'm
yet.
not sure. Give me a
It's moving around.
It's bad armor. All
That's what
right.
I want to say.
Oh, that would be why he didn't draw it.
Draw what? The...
The armor.
No, I just forgot. I'm so clumsy. All right. Go ahead with the initiatives, please.
11.
11. Okay.
22.
Sander. All right.
15.
You know what? Let's do the thing I did before. 22. Okay, 20. They got 15. 20, 15. 15. What did you have? 11.
Yeah.
Race. Yeah. 15 to 10.
13.
13. 13. Oh,
Unlucky
11
guy. The unlucky guy.
for Tordek.
Yep.
And then. Oh, yeah, I didn't even read what he had. Oh, okay. 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 Okay.
I don't know if that's a good or a bad okay.
Okay. What did you have?
7.
Good job, buddy.
That's a luckier number than my number, so I mean.
All right, Lysander.
Alright,
There's just some clunking that you can hear, kind of echoing from upstairs, but other than that, you haven't really heard anything. There's your.
Yeah, I would probably go check it out anyway, because oh great, he's doing something.
Go for it.
And we did clear out this floor.
Oh, also, side note, so the bless, is it gone or almost gone?
Oh yeah. 'cause
It
it's
is definitely gone by now.
Okay.
So I'm up,
Top left. Yep. You were right behind him.
Yup. And now I notice that there's a suit of armor which is currently moving around.
Yep.
Grace, get up here, we have an emergency.
You know, I don't know if it's an emergency.
I wouldn't say an emergency. I got
haven't
Do you see it
Just
though? You experience that there's a suit of
You
armor.
can feel
I-
it
You
upon
experience.
you.
I've also set up my my dancing lights. So there's one back where it was, one at the foot of the stairs, one in the middle of the stairs, and one right in front of me.
Okay. All right.
Leading you.
So you ran up and say, "We have a problem."
Yeah.
Right.
No, I'm just standing behind him.
Okay. Well, it attacks you
No, I'm going to do that.
as it clunks forward and just takes
Can
a
we
swing.
say that instead of we're like, we haven't decided if this is good
Just
armor or bad
punches
armor
you.
yet.
Punches you in your stupid face. Let's see here.
AC 18.
Okay, so it swings once and you grab the shield.
Ha-ha!
Okay, then the left hook catches you, uppercut with a critical hit.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go about this how it says to do, just double whatever the roll is. So 12 points of damage.
I'm down.
Oh yeah, you would be.
Anyway, Clunk.
Okay, I don't say that.
As you were saying that.
You go down. All right, Grace.
Okay, give me one quick second.
Do we hear?
Because I do have a spell that is not a card.
Grace, we have a problem here. Ha ha!
I'm going to be.
Would I have heard that too, by the way? Probably.
Oh yeah,
10,
no.
15.
Everyone heard all this.
And then
And as you guys get upstairs, there is a blatant difference. What was once clean and nice and pretty, this place is dusty, cobwebs, unused, unloved. Ha ha! Conk. The dwarf is down.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Oh,
got,
you got
crit, double damage.
Oh, dear.
12 damage.
At level 1.
Mhm.
No.
This is
Right,
in
we're
book
level
2.
1. That's right, we're level 1.
Uh-huh.
I only have 6 HP.
I have 9.
Yeah, so don't get hit.
Ever.
Funnily, I
That's
have
why I wanted to
11.
stay with the kids.
I want to stay with the children.
But they are apparently dead now. Or
Yeah,
maybe
you're
we're
correct.
dead all
Clerics have a
along.
bit more health.
Or
Well,
have they
also
been dead
dwarf get
all
additional
along?
points
Yeah.
of health.
Alright, so I come up, I see you down. I'm gonna do healing word.
Good call. Good call.
Where'd my.
Just gets hit again.
There it is.
Back
So you run
down.
up, bonus action healing word, do
Yep,
a
for
D4 healing.
Plus
And I believe
your
you add,
wisdom.
your wisdom mod.
Wow! Ooh, for 4 plus. Nope.
Not that.
For my wisdom mod?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I believe it's a D4.
Spellcasting ability modifier.
Which is your
Wisdom mod.
mod. Yeah.
So you get 6 health back.
Thank you, little lady.
He's like, ha ha!
That's my job.
And then,
all right, that was
for-
your bonus action.
My action. Let's see, how many
It's a little
foot?
crowded.
5, 10,
15,
15.
20.
Is this 20?
25 is where he is, and 30
Okay.
is. Yep.
30.
There you go.
I'll get there, and I'll be there soon.
Technically,
Unless I can do. I'll do
Someone
Thorn Whip.
prone the dwarf, please.
Thanks.
Yep. Just have to make sure.
I'll do Thorn Whip on this
Okay.
guy.
Okay.
So I will
Okay.
create a long, vine-like whip covered in thorns, and I will melee spell attack.
Go for it.
Yeah. Okay. For 12 plus 5, 17.
17. No.
Ooh.
He's a big suit of armor.
Did nothing.
Well,
What did you roll?
shit.
17.
Okay.
It's
Yep.
literally metal armor.
Yep. It is. Yeah, like plate armor.
We'll laugh so hard if we party wipe here.
All right. And this is in the book for the level 1 group. So. Dawson, you're up.
I like to think that
This
I
might
was-
be your time to shine.
Yeah, I like to think that the reason that I'm not like the reason I haven't gone sooner is that like I'm having this internal conflict of like, should I go up there? I'm dying, but our healer went up there. If he dies, what the heck's gonna happen
And
to
we're
me?
all dead.
Fuck, I'm thinking in terms of healer. What the hell? Am I an adventurer now?
Am I officially an adventurer?
No.
We
Not
have a
like
theme
these.
song.
So I'm gonna have to run. Let me see. Does this go into? Would a suit of armor count as a creature? I'm assuming it doesn't count as a creature.
I think technically a creature isn't a type of monster, it's just a creature.
What's the spell you're trying to do?
Sleep.
Sleep?
Since
It might be
creature
a
is magical-
construct, technically.
And it might be immune to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Certain
But
things.
you wouldn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah, you would not know that.
I wouldn't know that as me.
Technically, you can do whatever you want to try.
I'm running up. I'm like, okay. Maybe I can do this. Maybe I can do this.
So 5, 10. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And you can't move anymore.
My speed is because
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're blocking, yeah.
Can I see the armor?
Yeah, you can gently
Around the
see
corner.
it. Yeah, it literally peering through the banister.
All right, cool. I have a 90 foot foot range for that. So. All right. So I cast sleep. I need some d8s. This is the d8. Yes. 2.
Casting sleep.
5d8.
That'd be amazing if it did work. We'd all appreciate it.
3, 4, and I need one more d8, which is probably inside here somewhere. 8, 5. I don't have these then. I have 5 of them. So, yeah, this is 8, 7, 6, and a 2. So that's 15 plus 12 equals 37. 39.
That's 27.
39?
No, wait, no. 29. 29.
29?
29. Does it have less than 29 hit
Okay,
points?
so you cast your spell to try and put it to sleep, and the head of it goes, just turns and looks at you, and continues its movements.
It did
Now you've
not
learned
work.
something. Or you've learned something.
I've learned something about myself. Yeah.
I've learned something about myself. Alright, Tordek, you have 6 health.
You
But you're prone, but you can stand.
I stand up.
You stand! Half your movement, good job. You stood up, good job, buddy.
I am going to cast Bless.
Okay?
On boom, boom, boom.
Which is boom, boom, boom.
I'm not in the room
Yeah,
technically.
he's not.
Them
right.
three.
Oh, yeah, you said
Okay, so these 3 get blessed?
Or us two and you.
Us, those, you two and me.
Okay, bless! So there's your action.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Any movement to get out of the way to let people in, maybe?
I wish, but that would cause an opportunity.
No,
Move,
no,
just
no,
side
This
Stay
isn't
right next to it.
Pathfinder.
Yeah. Just,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah.
You can move your 3 squares to get. Yeah, okay. Move my things, fine, whatever. Okay, so you scoot over there?
Yep.
Great. Cormac, you've heard all this commotion going on upstairs.
5, 10, 15, 20.
And that's where you have to stop.
20.
Oh yeah, you have to
20.
stop right there.
Bonus action to
Well,
dash.
technically, yeah, 20, 25, 30,
30,
bonus action to dash. There you go. I think you can actually get,
Excuse
yeah,
me?
one
Big
more.
suit of armor.
Yeah, he's just been boom.
I'm like,
Well, I just imagine you run up the stairs and it's also so you go up the wall like a ninja,
And my short
or
sword's
leap
out.
right over the banister.
I'm not my monk.
That's
Level
true.
10 monk.
Alright,
At level
short
9,
swords
I'll be
out.
able to do that.
What you gonna do?
Oh wait, no, it's not a bonus action to dash, it's a full action. I'm not
'Cause
level
you're
Oh yeah, you're not there
level
yet.
2 yet.
So you dashed in. You're there. Good job, buddy. Alright, Lysander, you can move into combat if you want.
I can, which I will. I'm just going to go forward. Blocking Grace.
Aw, papers everywhere. Aw. Okay.
And
Can you fix whatever has sort of happened there, please?
grab my
Thank you.
quarterstaff. And
Alright, go ahead and attack
Also,
it.
remember to roll your d4.
Yep, I get to do that as well.
To attack, right?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
it's to hit.
Which is good, because I rolled a 4 on that. So that's 18 to hit. Does?
You meet.
That's a D4 versatile,
So
right?
the goal is
Or
18.
D8 versatile. 7 bludgeoning damage.
Get a little dent in the helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then bonus action to punch it in the face.
Oh, okay.
Wait, sorry. Add 3 to that. 7 to 10.
10.
Yeah, I always forget about the modifier damage.
And then you punch metal.
Yep, and that was the exact. Yeah, that was the exact same number, 18.
Okay, yeah, you hit.
Would this technically count as an offhand attack?
No. No, it's like a. It's an unarmed attack.
Yeah, unarmed. It doesn't count as offhand.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just
That's a monk thing.
Yeah, it's a monk thing.
Does this keep
For
offhand?
It does have offhand.
Yeah,
okay.
as a bonus action, but you don't
Oh,
add
yeah,
your
yeah.
modifier to damage.
That's 2 weapon fighting.
Would I be punching? No, I'm keeping my hands on my staff and I'm reaching out,
Kick
and
off!
kicking it.
All right.
For
Kick him in the
3
jiblet.
plus 3, 6 bludgeoning damage.
6 bludgeoning damage. Clunk, clunk. You've left some dents.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good job. Its turn.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Who's
Well,
gonna
it turns to you.
die?
As expected.
Starts swinging at you.
Welcome again to today's
Miss,
exciting
unless
episode of Witch
7.
Adventure
It does not.
Dies.
And then he takes another swing with his other hand. And I believe that a 9 misses too.
Yes.
All right, so he just
Yay.
you're. All right, Grace, you're up.
Okie dokie.
I love that. Aha! Knocks out the dwarf.
It skirts away.
Was it in one hit or was it in 2?
That was one hit.
It was a crit.
He missed and then he crit.
Oh.
I need to mark that I did spell. Ha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was
Let's
like the
try
first
Thorn
round.
Whip from here again. With
Okay,
the D4.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not going to be enough. 8 plus 5 is 13. But I
So
will.
again,
I will move up with shield in hand.
ah!
To hopefully
Alright.
be something to be hit instead of.
Yeah. Dawson. Everyone's ran up and they're pretty much smacking this thing.
I wait for an opening. Oh, damn, this thing has 120 foot range. That's
Yeah.
very good.
Most spells
Firebolt.
are kind of crazy like that.
Most. And this tournament. Damn it!
So it's time for a ranged spell attack. Make a ranged spell attack check thing, which is just
A normal attack.
normal attack.
You roll and add your spell. Yeah, the spell attack modifier.
Yeah,
Okey dokey.
yeah.
Which is there. That's not no spell. There we go. That's a 10.
So little firebolt. It literally disperses on impact.
Oh,
Dawson just. Okay.
I'm like just like looking up on the floor and I
I
just
am
sink
so
back
useful.
down a little bit more.
Are we
Mordek.
doing
Don't worry,
flanking?
Dawson. You're getting practice.
No.
With experience, you'll
No
know.
one's technically
No one is
flanking.
flanking.
But are we doing flanking?
No, he would need to be over one more.
But so we're using
the rule.
flanking.
Oh yes,
though.
yes,
The
yes.
rules.
Yes.
Rule of flanking.
Yes.
All right, move me over one.
Now you're flanking. You have advantage.
Okay. And I also have a D4 because I blessed myself, and I pull out my mace. Bang!
Do you really need all of this?
That's going to be.
Did you beat 18?
That's a 19.
Yes.
So
You
yes,
hit
he
it.
did need
did you
that.
crit?
No, we
No.
got a
There you
19.
It was a 14 and a 13.
Okay.
So that is 7 damage.
Ah, clunk. Take some damage.
I
to
like,
his-
but now, that doesn't feel so good.
turns around and it's dying breath. And clunk.
Dwarf's down again!
The dwarf's down again. Cormac, you're up. You have
Stat advantage. Crit.
But of course you don't have sneak attack yet.
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Level
First
1
level,
rogues.
yeah.
Okay. Hey, that's good.
So how we're doing it now?
Is I roll and double.
Yes.
So I do
You roll your normal rolls and just double the value.
of the roll.
Yes.
And then I add the flat
Yes.
mod.
yes. Ow. Yes.
So if the dice show 8, it's 16 and then plus 2
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yep.
So
It's gonna suck when it's a
9
1 and then
times
2, but-
2,
It does weigh itself out. I've learned.
18, 20 damage.
You come up and as it turns to backhand your dwarf again, and it crumples apart.
Ooh.
I poke it with my staff just to make sure.
Just pieces of ruined armor now.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's like completely falling apart?
Yeah, it went.
Oh, okay. Well, that was eventful.
Perhaps this was the monster?
You
Perhaps
should
we
still
should
look
What was
over.
the name of the child?
Again.
Walter.
No one asked.
We didn't
Walter.
get
Still.
Yeah,
Walter.
He said Walter.
Walter is the baby.
Yeah, no, I mean that's what the kids said
Yeah,
to
yeah.
us outside.
I'm
Yeah.
still very skeptical that there is a monster at all. I think those kids
What was
were
that?
illusions. I mean,
As he's saying from the stairway.
I don't think there's a monster. What's this?
I'm saying I don't think that there were kids who sent us in here to
Also,
fight a
another
monster.
thing is, on the 3rd level, are there any...
I think there are
are
probably
doors
monsters
here,
in
correct?
general.
Oh, let me finish describing this room since you're not getting myrtleized now. Oil lamps are mounted on the oak-paneled walls, which are carved with woodland scenes of trees, falling leaves, and tiny critters.
I'm sure.
Yes.
You may percept if you so choose.
Yes, I said.
I will light one of the oil lamps with Druidcraft and go.
You got
take
your
a
own,
gander.
remember?
I know.
Okay, so you light one, and you go look. Did you say take a gander?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll perception.
Is that to skills or just attack?
Huh?
Is that to
Oh, the
skills?
blessing
Is
is
skills
to
and-
saving,
Saving
throws
and
attack
attack.
rolls.
So not
Sorry.
skills.
Correct.
Okay, well 20.
Yeah, so you take a closer look and notice these trees that there are tiny corpses hanging from them and worms bursting up from the ground. Not to mention this whole floor is like dusty and cold and dirty. Cobwebs, unused, old, decrepit.
Perhaps an attic?
The
I'm not sure if this matters, but I should put on
No,
barefoot. So I can feel the dust.
yeah, it is still like ornate as you see. It's
It's
just
not upkept.
the first floor and second floor were beautiful, pretty, clean, still
Plus, I'm
dark.
wearing that,
But then as soon as you came up here,
like the
it's
wrap
cold
where it's around my,
and just
my ankle
dusty.
and then around
It's
the
it's
bottom
like
of
no
my
one's lived in
foot.
this
My
in the
heel
third
ball and my foot
floor.
are still
Well then, when I
Open.
notice this pretty scene gone terrible, I will do the exact same. Huh? And I'll say, Lysander, it appears this up here is the same as downstairs.
Oh, what do you see?
And I describe the
Hanging
people from the
worms,
trees
yep.
and the worms. But this time everyone's in the room.
Hey,
So, is there any doors?
there is a door behind Tordek
Wow, let's just turn around.
and next to
The
him,
handle.
which is kind of revealed, but whatever.
Open it.
And then to the behind you are double doors and a sort of alcove hallway, 10 feet.
I like notice you about to do that. I'm like, hey, you decided you wanted to be a healing class, right? That you just something about wanting to go
You
and help
wanted to-
heal people.
Yeah.
You want to heal? You
Religious healer.
want to be a healer?
Still hits things.
It's hard for you to heal us
Nice.
if you're dead. So the healing people don't go jumping through the doors first thing. I'm not an adventurer, but I know that.
What did you get in your perception check?
You sound like the
Yes.
adventurer.
20.
That sounds.
I'm not an adventurer.
20?
Yes.
As you were looking at this, you notice on the wall adjacent to him. So as you're kind of looking at things adjacent to Cormac, not Cormac, Tordek, that wall, the next to the door, so closer to me.